season and can prevent or can cause some problems if you try to get those sprinkled in through the season, but they also want to keep this rivalry going. So they get in a couple of games early in the season, get these teams a chance to get out in front of their fans, get a good opportunity to get excitement early in the season as the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Rockets will get it started tonight. Good afternoon, Troy Cashin, soon to be joined by Noble Mays. Gabe Hall with the film duties tonight. We'll have Mr. Peter Wilson on the board here in just a little bit. As I want to apologize, we've had some computer issues and reception issues here this afternoon. Hopefully we've got those squared away, and maybe we'll make it through the contest without having any technical glitches. We'll, of course, keep a tight watch on that throughout the contest. These two teams, as we said, got together early in the season, just a little over a week and a half, couple of weeks ago, and in that contest, Cornersville took the victory 40-21. A cold, cold shooting night for the Lady Rockets. They hit only 5 field goals in the entire contest, and Mason Kirby picked up 4 of those, the other coming from Megan Skaggs. So to say that they had an offensive drought in that game is an understatement. You look to perform much better here tonight. And, of course, the Lady Dogs looking to take the season sweep here tonight as they roll in to Chapel Hill. Let's take a few commercial breaks as we'll try to catch up our spots for our fine sponsors before we get ready for the start of this contest here tonight. We'll be back.
Don't know what I would do without you to show me the way and the truth. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you.
Your local agents, Scott Bond and Troy Cashin. Are you moving to the area and need a place to store your possessions? Are you trying to declutter your existing space or needing a place to park your boat, RV, truck, trailer, or camper? There's a simple solution. It's Highway 99 Storage. Conveniently located off Highway 99 and James King Road, it's a lighted, secure, and fenced-in area to keep your valuables safe. New units available with climate control. Call 364-5678 to rent. That's Highway 99 Storage.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on! Yes, let's go!
When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
Funeral home and cremation services had its beginning in 1939 when Thomas H. Lawrence established the business. Lawrence Funeral Home has always strived to provide compassionate, dignified, and professional service to every family it serves, regardless of their circumstances. Lawrence Funeral Home pledges to the families of Marshall and surrounding counties to continue providing excellence in funeral service. In your time of need, our family is there for your family. Lawrence Funeral Home and Cremation Service.
Stop in and visit Mack Equipment, your largest Exmark and Cub Cadet dealer in the state of Tennessee. Locally owned and operated in the heart of Chapel Hill at 109 North Horton Parkway, next to Southern Roots Hair Salon. Mack Equipment offers parts, sales, service, and rental. Their factory-certified technicians also service multiple brands of outdoor power equipment, making this a perfect stop for your future equipment repairs. Don't forget to visit our 2 other locations in Murfreesboro and Lewisburg. That's Mack Equipment.
And welcome back as we get set for your tip here. Lady Rockets coming off a tough loss to Eagleville on Tuesday night, 61-35, the final there. And if you go to our website, tcsports1.com, give you a little update on each of the contests, give you your scoring totals in those. And one bright spot, hopefully tonight, for the Lady Rockets is the play of Kinsley Enlow in the second half. She had all 14 of her points in that second half, and 4 of those coming from three-point range. So hopefully she's found a little confidence tonight. Lady Rockets will need her offense if they hope to win here tonight. It has been a constant. Mason Kirby has been really steady in giving them offense throughout the season. 16 of the 21 in game one coming from Mason Kirby. They'll need more tonight if they hope to take down the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs with good balanced scoring in game one. They had Anna Wood with 12, Alicia Polk with 10, Camille Franklin with 8, Annabelle Mullenix with 6, Addie Gentry with 4. So they spread out the scoring and got balanced scoring in that first game. That's what they'll look for more of here tonight. As we get set for your tip, Mr. Noble Mays sliding in here. We're going to get him on the microphone, and as we do that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with your tip after this.
Hometown banking. It's having your decisions made by a bank right here in your town, not in another city, county, or even state. It's neighbors and friends who know your name and take the time to greet you when you walk in. It's modern technology such as online banking and mobile check deposits while still being able to talk to a living, breathing human. Come visit us at 4641 Nashville Highway or call us at 364-7888. First Commerce Bank, your first choice for hometown banking, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Moving forward with strong tradition. It's the town's motto, but it holds so true today. The town of Chapel Hill is balancing expanded growth with preserving the small town traditions that make it special. The town's administration and employees would like to take this time to reaffirm their commitment to the citizens of Chapel Hill and to wish the Rockets and Lady Rockets success in their upcoming seasons. From the home of the Lions Super Bowl of the South, the town of Chapel Hill says, "Go Rockets!"
And welcome back, and we are joined by my good friend and TV buddy, Mr. Noble Mays. Noble, good to see you.
My man, it's a pleasure to see you as well. I was hoping to be able to get here and catch this matchup. I've seen a couple of former individuals I played ball with back in the day, and some folks went to school with, so it's good to be able to see everybody. It's quite a treat. Chapel Hill and Cornersville, everybody in, so I know quite a few folks around here, T-Roy.
Hey, it's a nice Friday night, and as you said, as we look around, pretty good crowd on both sides as everyone anxious to renew this old rivalry. And the sad thing is you get to do it a couple of times in about 2 weeks' time because of the pre-Christmas schedule where you have to squeeze these in, but I'm thankful that the teams make the priority to do that. We're going to go down to our PA address announcer, Miss Brenda Brown, and get your starting lineups and our national anthem.
Hosting the Cornersville Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs. At this time, please rise for invocation, followed by our national anthem tonight sung by Michaela Pashby. And now, Sadie Smith.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity to come here tonight. Please watch over each and every person here. Lord, we ask a blessing over the game we are about to play. We ask you to give each coaches, players, and refs the strength they need throughout the whole game. Let each team play with good sportsmanship and respect. In our Father's name we pray, amen.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright star through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walked were so
That's what you call breaking out the good stuff before this contest gets underway. Outstanding rendition of our country's national anthem, and what a way to get this one going.
T-Roy, I kept looking for the recording until I looked down there and seen the microphone in the crowd and the young lady there, but I was looking for the recording of that, sir.
It was that good. Make no mistake about it. The Bulldogs of Coach Hayden McMahon about to be introduced. Starting for the Lady Bulldogs, it'll be number 3, Alicia Polk. She'll be joined by number 4, Jaylee Childress. Also in the starting lineup for the Lady Dogs, number 10. That's going to be Katie Powers. 21, Anna Wood, and rounding out the starting 5 for the Lady Dogs, it'll be 23, Addie Gentry. Lady Bulldogs decked out in those maroon uniforms tonight with the gray trim and white numerals. And now it's time to meet our Lady Rockets, coached by Mr. Hal Merle. Coach Merle, assisted by Madison Curtis, Summer Molesky, and Jessica Preston. Starting lineup tonight, Coach Merle shaking it up. It'll be Mason Kirby, Kinsley Enlow, Carly Warner, but they'll be joined by Kaylin Pope and Josie Brown tonight.
T-Roy, I haven't been around long enough to know exactly who all the starters have been, but I certainly remember the last time I seen you Tuesday night. Miss Pope and Miss Brown, they both had quite a showing in that second half, and that's why they probably playing here tonight.
They did play very well. Tip controlled by the Lady Rockets. Kirby in traffic. Gets it back up top. They'll set the offense as the Lady Dogs will begin man-to-man. You can tell already the crowd in the background ready for this one. Brown picks up the dribble. Cross court, left side Enlow. Steps into a 3 and travel with the basketball. But nice to see her be aggressive, Noble, as she got into a really good rhythm on Tuesday evening.
I'm sure that was Coach Merle's conversation that they had, not only on the ride home, but also in film study, and looks like she was listening.
Gentry's going to play it in. Out top, 3 ball on the way. This one off the mark. Rebound kicked long and controlled by Cornersville. With the fake and the penetration, they'll work it around the perimeter again. Pope with the dribble. Lady Rockets getting these young freshmen into the contest and getting them right into the defensive intensity here as they'll begin man-to-man, Noble.
Yes, indeed. They're doing a fine job of bodying up, too.
Pope across the lane picks up the first points of the game as Cornersville takes the 2-0 lead. Nice little runner there by Pope.
Pope was aggressive to the hole, T-Roy, and took a little contact also.
Enlow inside off the good dish by Kirby. Travel with the basketball, will head back the other way.
A little eager that time, T-Roy. Just forgot to take that one dribble she needed.
But Noble, you see immediately Cornersville wanting to try to come and up the tempo, force the pressure on this end, make the Lady Rockets turn it over.
And I tell you what, I like this man-to-man, this high tempo on both ends. So this probably here will be a great contest for both teams.
Lob over the top, nice catch. And an equally nice shot by Addie Gentry as she puts it home, and Cornersville leads it 4-0 here early.
T-Roy, she took her body, felt the defender, and used great footwork with the pivot foot and used the glass.
Warner in transition, fires the 3, shot no good. A rebound pulled away by the Lady Bulldogs. Gentry will clear it. Cornersville now in transition. Wood thought about it. They'll look inside again. Pope trying to do battle down there as they lob it inside. Double team comes, shot put up. score it? No. They're going to wave this one off. Travel before the bucket. Cornersville didn't like the call, and especially Gentry did. She felt like she had done enough, absorbed the contact, and quite frankly, Noble, I believe I'm going to have to agree with her.
Hey, coach is needing an explanation as well, T-Roy, and I thought she was on her way to the line as well.
But the official that made the call, if you're going to do it, he did it very emphatically.
I tell you what, they have a veteran official crew here, T-Roy. All these gentlemen have been around a while.
Into the corner. Inlow can't get off the three. They'll swing it around. Now Brown sets and fires. 3-ball off the mark. Rebound to Powers of Cornersville. What you thought from the Lady Dogs, they're going to try to up the intensity on the defensive end, turn the Lady Rockets over and get some easy offense out of it, and then just pound it inside.
And the idea, T-Roy, is to only give up one shot opportunity.
Poke off the baseline, shot no good. There's that offensive rebound. Power spin no good. Rebound to Carly Warner. Warner trying to clear it. Banged it into the hand of Powers, and Cornersville gets it back.
She had a high elbow up that time. There's a lot of contact out there, T-Roy.
Yeah, there was. Childress will set it up now for the Lady Dogs.
Got a little confusion for the Bulldogs over there.
In the corner. Childress matched up against Brown. Penetrates and kicks. Powers will fire from three. This one in and out. Rebound battle for, controlled by Kirby. Brown with a good box out. But Kirby controls it. Mason the other way. Penetrates, and she'll be fouled on the hold. And that's something Kirby can do, is make the defense commit. That time caught Childress a little flat-footed, picks up the first foul of the contest.
Yes, indeed. Kirby come down, T-Roy. Did not slow the ball down, pushed the pace.
Inside pass knocked away. Good hands again by Gentry, and here come the Lady Dogs. Polk on the move. Runner off the baseline. Shot no good, but good defense by Brown.
She pushed her towards the boundary that time, forced her to a fadeaway jumper, T-Roy.
Very nicely done by Brown. That could have been an easy lay-in. Polk had her design set on that, but Brown kind of used her hand and pushed her onto the baseline. Low around the screen, 15-footer, no good. Brown tries to save out of bounds to the Lady Dogs. 4:10 left here, opening quarter.
4-0, T-Roy. You wouldn't know that the game is 4-0 as much as they going up and down this court.
And that's one thing that favors the Lady Rockets right now. Lady Bulldogs have gotten some good looks, Noble, haven't been able to convert.
They've also, Lady Bulldogs have gotten second chance opportunities and have not converted, T-Roy.
But you have to feel like you don't want to give them that the entire game, or it will be a whole lot worse than 4-0 right now.
And yes, indeed, and only one foul in this half-pace game.
Childress from three, no good. But you see, one and done. Good box out by the Lady Rockets.
Excellent job. One and done is all you can ask for.
Brown tried to leave it with Inlow. Powers got a hand on it, clears it, and here comes Wood. Wood 1-on-3. Weaves her way right. She'll stop and pop from three. This one's good. And that's what you call just wanting to get a shot up there by Wood. She drifted right, said, you know what? I'm going to step behind the three-point line and drill that one.
You said it was 1-on-3. She stepped back and it was 1-on-3 and 3 in the hole.
She felt like the odds were good. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
You can't have it all. At Brooks Grocery, they've got farm fresh fruits and vegetables, a deli with a selection of freshly prepared favorites, Brooks specialties like Ava's pimento cheese and Adam's chicken salad, freshly made pies, cakes, and desserts, and who could possibly forget the best meat department you'll find anywhere. Great selection, online ordering, and friendly customer service. Brooks Grocery, the place you'll find your next favorite food.
Wasting no time. Back on the floor, Lady Rockets with it. Looking to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. Almost 5 minutes gone by here, opening quarter. Bulldogs stretching the zone now, and Noble, you watch them. They're going to trap on those wings and really try to force the turnover.
Only one ball handler looked like T-Roy.
Kirby pulls up from 15, shot a little short, rebound to Cornersville. Childress in front court. Wood against Inlow. Baseline runner, no good. Over the back as Megan Meagles checked in. It's Gentry over the back, her first of the contest. Team's first as well.
Good job of getting in position that time for the Lady Rockets that time. T-Roy forcing her to go.
Or excuse me, second foul on the Lady Dogs. There's a little pressure now. Lady Rockets being close, just kind of probing against the pressure. Pass tipped away and stolen. Poke in front of the pack. All the way under, puts it up and in. Noble, that's what you get. Good pressure and the payoff out of it with Poke.
Pressure here too, T-Roy. They got to get across the court. And count is on, T-Roy. Nobody's helping her out.
Kirby on the wing. Here comes the pressure. Into the corner. You look everywhere the Lady Rockets get it. They're seeing that trap over, and Gentry picks up a second one in rather quick succession. Third team foul for the Lady Dogs. Second now on Gentry.
Had to keep your eye, T-Roy. You wasn't sure exactly if they were going to call a foul or on the baseline that time, but they went with the foul.
They did, luckily for the Lady Rockets. They get another opportunity here. In low, squares and fires. Three off the window, no good. Rebound to Gentry.
Gentry's playing with 2 fouls, T-Roy.
In the front court, Pope steps back, takes the three. This one's short. Ball trying to be saved back in, but a good box out underneath by the Lady Rockets. In low, good job of keeping that Cornersville player from getting a hand on it.
Don't take Gentry out of the game, T-Roy. Didn't want to pick up a 3rd foul on her early in the first quarter.
Camille Franklin will check in. Franklin with 8 in the first contest. 9-0 Lady Dogs. Pass stolen away again. Kirby may have tried to force that one a little bit, trying to get it to Pope. Secondary break, shot put up and in by Franklin.
T-Roy, I'm not real sure why she's not a starter. She got the intercepted the pass and went down there and got the layup. She's very athletic, T-Roy.
1:15 left here, opening quarter. You got to be able to swing it quickly, Noble. If you get it out of that pressure, somebody's got to be open.
And somebody got to come to the ball. Kirby's going to need a little help with this defense.
Into the corner, in low. Franklin out to greet her immediately. 1 minute left here, opening quarter. Kirby into the corner. Meager from 3, got it. Megan Meager breaks the ice, and boy, did they ever need that one.
They certainly did, T-Roy. They almost went the entire quarter scoreless, T-Roy.
Noble, you didn't get a chance to see it or hear, but the Lady Rockets in that first game only had 5 field goals as a team. Kirby had 4 of them.
Wow. And they forcing Kirby to take difficult shots as well, T-Roy, tonight.
Final 30 seconds of the quarter here. Corners are stolen away by Meager. Meager weaving her way through traffic against Childress. All the way under, leans up, puts it off the window and in. You think Meager may have been a little offended by not getting a start tonight?
I'll tell you what, T-Roy, she has accounted for all 5 of the Lady Rockets' points tonight, T-Roy.
11-5 game here. Final 5 seconds left of the quarter. Can they get a shot off? Lost the handle, did Wood. Cannot get it off, and that's how we'll end this first quarter of action. The Lady Rockets trail by 6, 11-5.
You can't have it all. At Brooks Grocery, they've got farm fresh fruits and vegetables, a deli with a selection of freshly prepared favorites, Brooks specialties like Ava's pimento cheese and Adam's chicken salad, freshly made pies, cakes, and desserts. And who could possibly forget the best meat department you'll find anywhere? Great selection, online ordering, and friendly customer service. Brooks Grocery, the place you'll find your next favorite food.
And welcome back as we get set for your second quarter. Definitely not the start the Lady Rockets wanted. They fell behind 11-0, closed with a 5-0 run at the end of the quarter, made it 11-5, but the defense for Cornersville, very impressive in that first quarter.
T-Roy, man-to-man, what they were forcing to do on the press. Kirby was bringing the ball up, but the way they had the press going on that time, I think it was Mueller, number 15, was able to help Kirby a couple times, but there was a whole lot of pressure that the Lady Bulldogs were putting on that press.
We begin this second quarter. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. County rivalry. Lady Rockets, Lady Bulldogs. Troy Cash and Noble Mays. Mr. Gabe Hall handling the filming chores tonight, doing a wonderful job. Mr. Peter Wilson taking over on the board here as we are certainly happy to have them. They have done a wonderful job for us this year.
We certainly happy to have these young men. It's still hard to believe they're in freshman classification, T. Roy. They know so much, but I guess they grew up with this technology. I need a little help with my phone every once in a while.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, they do a wonderful job. We are extremely happy to have them, and you see them out in the community, tell them they're doing a great job.
Pat them on the back.
Lady Bulldogs trying to get that momentum back. Pope in traffic, and let's see, travel or hold first. You got the hold on the Lady Rockets. Foul's going to be on Kirby. That'll be her first. Megan Meager with all the points right now for the Lady Rockets. Came off the bench and got 5 in that opening quarter.
She may not go back to the bench.
Pope from 3, shot no good. A long rebound, run down by Powers. Gives it up Childress as Cornersville frees it. Now set the offense now. As Pope back in the game. Trying to do battle now. As they go back door, pass a little behind the intended target. Franklin, not a bad job defending there, Noble.
Yes, indeed. That pass there had quite a bit of heat on it as well, T-Roy.
Now, can you handle the trap if you're the Lady Rockets, and can you make them pay with buckets out of it? That's the way to get them out of it.
Going to come across this line, T-Roy.
Meager gets it into front court, and there's that double team. Warner running the baseline, Noble. If they can look up, they're going to find her. She's been free a couple of times.
Skaggs with a screen there.
Into the corner. In low, will back it out top with the dribble. You just watch away from the ball, all the inner workings of both the defense and the offense.
I keep waiting for him to roll off of that screen for Skaggs.
Pass knocked away as Mason Kirby tried to shovel it to Carly Warner. Cornersville getting out into the passing lane there, causing the jump ball situation, and the possession stays with the Lady Rockets.
Thank you, T-Roy. You found a nice, eloquent way to let me know that's Warner I'm talking about, number 34 with the screen. I kept waiting on him to roll off of it. That's Warner.
You see her positioned down low against Powers. They get it to her in the corner. Carly puts it on the floor. Bulls her way inside. Shot no good. Rebound pulled away by Pope. But Noble, you get that close to the bucket, get a good percentage shot. Nice pass inside. Pope with the payoff is Franklin.
T-Roy.
Really nicely done on the pass by Pope.
Athleticism for Franklin to be able to get that ball.
And there's that trap again, Noble. The one thing and one place you don't want to get trapped coming into front court is up that sideline. You make a sideline a defender, and then you get the other two. It's tough.
It certainly is, and there's too far across the screen, too far across the court to be able to pass the ball as well.
Good job by Cornersville with that pressure. Pope gets around the screen, pulls the trigger from 12 and scores it.
Nice.
Pope with half a dozen now.
Nice. She pulled up, found her range, drilled it, T-Roy. Nice shot.
Under control. That's the way you break the press. Nicely done. Pope on the payoff pass to Warner. Noble, ideal. You don't draw it up any better than that.
You certainly do not, T-Roy. Warner going to the basket did not even require Warner to make a dribble, T-Roy.
And Pope did not dribble either. Turned quickly, got it to the cutting Warner for the bucket. 15-7. Now Cornersville right back the other way. Backdoor cut, a beauty. Good job by Childress as she went out toward the wing area, turned and cut right back inside, got the pass on the back door and scored it. Cross-court pass intercepted. Back the other way, Wood challenging Kirby, shot no good. Rebound pulled away by Pope. Gives it up now in low. 17-7 game, 4.5 left here, second quarter. Into the corner, Meager sets and fires, 3-ball no good. Rebound battle for, controlled by Cornersville. Couple of white jerseys there, Noble, but nobody was able to pull it away.
Not able to high point the ball, T-Roy. Just put a hand on it, and as a result of that, we got a foul. Foul on Pope for the Lady Rockets, T-Roy. That's her first foul, team second.
One thing they have done is stayed out of foul difficulty this first half. As Noble said, only the second team foul, but meanwhile, Cornersville has stayed foul-free even with the pressure defense. They got only 3 team fouls right now.
Yes, they have, T. Roy. Cornersville Lady Bulldogs have a lot working in their favor of turnover ratio as well.
Abigail Finley double zero into the contest for the Lady Bulldogs, along with 5, Emma Donovan. Finley from the corner, 3 ball, no good. Rebound pulled away by Meager. On the outlet, baseball pass, Brown. Cross court, right corner, Enlow. Step back 3. This one off the mark. Rebound controlled by Donovan. Quickly the other way. Cornersville looking to run. Lead pass underneath Finley. Saves it now to Wood. 12-footer, no good. Rebound pulled away on the floor. They'll scrap for it. Meager will come up with it, and I think we've got a holding foul called on the Lady Bulldogs.
A whole lot of hustle out there that time, T. Roy. Certainly what you want to see. I think Pope for number 21 for Lady Rockets went to the floor. That's exactly what you want to see.
Timeout taken by the Lady Rockets. We'll be back.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
And welcome back. 17-7 game, 3:43 left here, second quarter from Chapel Hill. Forrest with the basketball. Kirby ready to work it into front court. Lady Bulldogs now going man-to-man. Brown is it up top, Kirby. Kirby with the dribble. Kick on a wing, Meager. She'll penetrate, try to get inside, cut off by Franklin. Kick Warner. Good defense here by the Lady Bulldogs.
Not only good defense, Lady Rockets only able to take 2 dribbles before they force out of the paint.
Pope out top. Into the wing area, Kirby. Defense comes, Kirby gets inside, step through, left hand layup good. Noble, she makes that look easy. That is by no means an easy move.
I don't know, I can't do it, so I certainly will not call that easy, T. Roy.
Cornersville back with it up top. Donovan up top, Finley. Into the corner to Franklin. She'll set and fire this 3 ball off the mark. Finley will run it down. Another opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs. Tried to get it out front, knocked away by Kirby, but couldn't save it.
She had a shot at it, T. Roy wasn't able to get it, but it looked like there was going to be a race to it, but ball actually got away from her. Going to be a fast break opportunity, but not able to take advantage of it.
No, when you say this, 17-9 right now. If you're the Lady Rockets, you're thinking it could be a lot worse.
For a little while, it did look worse when it was 11-0.
Out top, Donovan with it. Back to Finley. Behind the arc, 3 ball good. Nice look from the youngster there, Finley. She's a freshman. Nice looking triple there. Shot that one in rhythm.
It was a nice shot, T. Roy. Nothing but the net.
Inside Pope. Double team, ball knocked away from behind, and here we go the other way.
Pope's got to look for that shot, T. Roy.
Inside Donovan, able to save it. Now tries to get it out front, stolen away by Kirby. Here comes Mason. 3-on-3. Kirby penetrates down the lane. Left-hand runner off the window, flips it up and in. She's not getting very many uncontested looks tonight, Noble. She's having to earn what she's getting tonight.
She's pressing them out of T. Roy, and I like it. Usually when you press, it's not good, but she's pressing the issue, and it's working to her favor.
20-11 now. Pope with the dribble. Pulls the trigger, shot no good, a rebound underneath Finley, and she'll be tied up. Alternating possession, leaves it with the Lady Bulldogs. In low, back in along with Megan Skaggs. 5 on the floor, in low, Skaggs, Brown, Kirby, and Meager. Finley, Donovan, Childress, Polk, and back in with 2 fouls is Gentry. Shot put up no good. Gentry got a hand on it but couldn't save it. Now Kirby trying to come out of there with it, and she's going to be fouled by Polk. Those 2 young ladies see each other on different different venues during the season.
It looked like, for a second, I thought we were just going to play this one out. I wasn't sure exactly what they were going to do. I think Kirby was trying to figure out what was going on as well.
15 foul on the Lady Bulldogs. 1 minute left here, second quarter. Lady Rockets have got to get it into front court. 10-second count is on. They were lucky to get it into front court. Kirby tried to step through, and we got a blocking foul, and that's going to be 3. No, they're going to say offensive foul on Kirby.
Travel. Call the travel on
okay.
T-Roy. Call the travel on him.
I was about to say, I did not see that. I thought he blew his whistle to call the foul. I thought it was going to be on Gentry as she got a leg out there. I thought got her on the step through.
They called on the trouble before the contact was actually made.
So Gentry can breathe a sigh of relief. They'll go back to pounding it to her. In the corner, backs it out as Skaggs had pushed her a little further away from the basket. 30 seconds left. Let's see if the Lady Bulldogs take the final shot here. Childress up top to Donovan. Back to Childress. Cross court. Polk with 15. Spins inside. Little runner across the lane. Will not drop. Rebound pulled away by Kirby. Mason quickly the other way. Give on the wing. Meagher sets and fires. 3-ball, no good. Rebound out of bounds to the Lady Bulldogs with 3 seconds left here in the half. Lady Rockets will apply a little pressure here. Inbounds pass comes to Polk. Polk's going to have a decent look. 40-footer on the way. This one off the side of the backboard and no good. And that's how we'll close this first half of action here in Chapel Hill. After 2 quarters of play, the Lady Bulldogs 20, Lady Rockets 11. We'll be back.
Don't know what I would do without you to show me the way and the truth. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you.
Your local agents, Scott Bond and Troy Cashin. Are you moving to the area and need a place to store your possessions? Are you trying to declutter your existing space or needing a place to park your boat, RV, truck, trailer, or camper? There's a simple solution. It's Highway 99 Storage. Conveniently located off Highway 99 and James King Road, it's a lighted, secure, and fenced-in area to keep your valuables safe. New units available with climate control. Call 364-5678 to rent. That's Highway 99 Storage.
At halftime.
Funeral home and cremation services had its beginning in 1939 when Thomas H. Lawrence established the business. Lawrence Funeral Home has always strived to provide compassionate, dignified, and professional service to every family it serves, regardless of their circumstances. Lawrence Funeral Home pledges to the families of Marshall and surrounding counties to continue providing excellence in funeral service. In your time of need, our family is there for your family. Lawrence Funeral Home and Cremation Service.
Stop in and visit Mac Equipment, your largest Exmark and Cub Cadet dealer in the state of Tennessee. Locally owned and operated in the heart of Chapel Hill at 109 North Horton Parkway, next to Southern Roots Hair Salon. Mac Equipment offers parts, sales, service, and rental. Their factory-certified technicians also service multiple brands of outdoor power equipment, making this a perfect stop for your future equipment repairs. Don't forget to visit our 2 other locations in Murfreesboro and Lewisburg. That's Mac Equipment. Hometown banking. It's having your decisions made by a bank right here in your town, not in another city, county, or even state. It's neighbors and friends who know your name and take the time to greet you when you walk in. It's modern technology such as online banking and mobile check deposits while still being able to talk to a living, breathing human. Come visit us at 4641 Nashville Highway or call us at 364-7888. First Commerce Bank, your first choice for hometown banking, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Moving forward with strong tradition. It's the town's motto, but it holds so true today. The town of Chapel Hill is balancing expanded growth with preserving the small town traditions that make it special. The town's administration and employees would like to take this time to reaffirm their commitment to the citizens of Chapel Hill and to wish the Rockets and Lady Rockets success in their upcoming seasons. From the home of the Lions Super Bowl of the South The town of Chapel Hill says go Rockets!
Back at halftime here in Chapel Hill, as you see a pretty good home crowd over across the way. Right now, going to have to root a little harder in the second half. They trail 22-11 to the Lady Rockets here at half. Cornersville got off to a big lead. Noble, it was 11-0 before everyone really got settled in late in the first quarter, but the Lady Rockets scored the final 5, got it to 6, but here at halftime, it's Lady Bulldogs pushed it back out to 9 at 22-11.
Yes, indeed, T. Roy, and it did look kind of dire for the Lady Rockets for a while, as you said, 11-0. It was a good thing they was able to get those 5. Coach Chapman's on his way, T. Roy. I know the folks would love to hear from Coach Chapman.
All right, let's hear from Coach Chapman. Coach Shane Chapman joining us here at halftime, and Coach, you know it's going to be a tussle every time against these guys. You're able to pull out that first one, pick up the win, and you know coming in here tonight they're going to have some size, and that's going to always be something you like to struggle with.
You know, that's something we've struggled with since I started here a year ago, and one thing you can't take up is effort, and my guys fight really, really hard. You know, we're going to have to overcome 6'8", 6'7", 6'5", with a lot of just effort on the floor, and my guys bring it every night for 32 minutes.
Coach, it seems like, and I know if you could go back, the one thing that has been the bugaboo here in the last few games, you just hit that spot in the third quarter where everything goes ice cold for 4 or 5 minutes. Other than that, you played great. You played well enough to win. It's just those little periods where you go blank offensively.
Yeah, and you know, you go to Tuesday night, we talk about that in practice. We talk about it in the locker room, coming out of a half, coming out of a break, and answering the bell. And we come out against the Eagleville and pushed the lead from 1 to 7, and then went on that spurt that you're talking about, and just went ice cold, and just kind of got away from the easy stuff, and the game kind of got away from us at that point. Eagleville had a lot of momentum, and teams in the earlier this season has had some momentum when we go on that drought. And, you know, my guys have just got to know to keep their foot on the gas, keep doing what got us success, and keep pushing through, and hopefully we'll have some good results.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You talk about the effort that you're getting every night. That's the one thing that when people are going to come watch this team, you know, if you're having a time like you are where you've lost a couple of tight games, if that effort's not there, it's kind of easy to sit at home and tune it out. You know, people are going to want to come and watch the product you're putting on the floor, because these guys, you want to support them because they are giving 110% effort every night. There is that sense of urgency there. There's that caring about other players and other teammates. And that's filtered out from you and Juice as well, because we saw the other night, even when it wasn't going well, you were urging those guys in. Everybody's invested.
Sure, and, you know, we talk about that every day. I'm going to give into my guys. You know, we have rules that we put in play, and they're for me too. You know, I got teed up Tuesday night on a questionable call. We'll leave it at that. And you know, if a player gets a technical, you know, he's got repercussions for it. And I knocked out 500 push-ups at my practice the next day, and just to show the guys that, hey, I'm not above reproach. I'm going to pay the penalty just like the guys do, and it's because I care, because it's important to me. I want it to be important to them. And it is, and you can tell in the way they play the game, the way they communicate with each other on and off the bench, on and off the floor, on and off the locker room, or in and out of the locker room, I should say. You know, my guys are bought in, and I couldn't ask to be in a better situation.
Yeah, and like I say, I think your team really takes the identity of the coach and the coaching staff, and I think with the identity that we have, everybody's proud to see that identity in this group of kids.
Well, I appreciate that, and that speaks a lot for the kids and who they are, and it speaks a lot about Juice, and you know, I can't say enough about what he does for our program, whether he's suiting up and scrimmaging against us in practice, or if he's drawing up plays, or he's writing, you know, motivational quotes in the locker room and stuff like that. He brings a lot to the table, brings a lot of that youth and enthusiasm that I don't have as much as I used to anymore. But I still like to run around and jump, but I just can't jump as high. And so Juice fills in the spots and does a really great job.
Just wait. You get about what? You pushing 4-0 now, aren't you?
I'm past 4-0 by quite a bit. Yeah, I went to Marsh County High School tonight where they celebrated the Steeleys and the court for them tonight. And Coach Steeley asked me, one of them asked me, he said, Chapman, how old are you now? And I said, man, I'm almost 43. And he said, God, he said, I remember when you was 14. And so that's a long time ago.
See, I can remember that. That makes me old.
That makes you older, a lot older than I am.
Yeah, it does. It makes me a lot older than you. That's the bad thing, man. It makes me a lot older than you are. I can still remember when you played, by the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Now, man, looking forward to tonight. I've talked to a lot of people, seen a lot of familiar faces. You know, our directors of schools is here, and I got to jaw with him a little bit and just enjoy this kind of an atmosphere. These are the games you like to play, you know, in-county rivalries and a big Friday night game. And, you know, my guys are ready. They're ready to rock and roll and play hard, and we're going to try to get the job done.
You said one thing, and I want to close with this. You talked about the honor tonight for the Steelies in Lewisburg, and let's bring that up because we've been involved in a lot of Marshall County activities and know those guys personally. They have set a great example for the basketball programs in Marshall County, and they're going to have the court named after them tonight.
Sure, you know, and I know they're playing their game right now, and David and Don and Ray Steely have been mentors to me. I played for all three of those guys, you know, in football and in basketball. From my middle school through my high school years, and being a former Tiger, there's about 50 years of a winning tradition that's come through Marshall County basketball and on that court, and I couldn't be more proud for those guys. And I'm just trying to stretch that tradition and that winning and that family atmosphere up here north of the river and push those Rockets in the right direction. Let's get it going tonight.
Hey, I think you've done a great job.
Appreciate it,
Troy.
Troy.
For great results.
Thanks,
See you,
buddy.
man.
Go Rockets.
As always, Shane Chapman join us here at halftime. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back with your second half tip coming up here on TC Sports 1.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on! Yes, let's go!
When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
And welcome back as we get set to start this third quarter. Quick scoring summary for the Lady Rockets. Mason Kirby 4, Megan Meager with 5, Carly Warner with 2 for Cornersville, Alicia Polk with 6, Anna Wood with 3, Addie Gentry with 2, Camille Franklin with 4, Jaylee Childress with 2, Abigail Finley with 3 at the break for the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Rockets get it first. Always enjoy getting to talk to Coach Chapman.
Coach Chapman, I like everything about him. His swag, his whole demeanor. I hope one day to be able to meet Juice.
Now, we talked about it. Yeah, Juice, great guy, too. We talked about it as they take time out. We're gonna keep it here for just a second. I want to make this point. Shane played at Marshall County. That's when I was cutting my teeth in broadcasting at that point. So he was one of the first guys that I got to call his game. So it really makes me feel doubly old now that he's coaching guys that, you know, I'm thinking, I watched you play. I called your games. So, you know, it's a great feeling kind of to see that guy do what he did in high school and be able to have success here. And he talked about the Steelies. Those were the guys that when I was getting started, they were the guys that kind of helped me out and cut my teeth doing that and were very gracious to me. So I always have a soft spot for those guys especially.
Interesting how you date yourself. I know the Steelers quite well as well, T-Roy.
Back the other way, layup no good. Rebound pulled away. Childress with a nice left-handed follow. Very nicely done there by the trailing Jaylee Childress. She's got 4. The lead is 11. Man, you go through different chapters, Noble, and that was a chapter that I enjoyed, but this chapter has definitely been very fulfilling. Inside poke, bucket, and a foul. Nice hustle by Powers, picking that up in the corner. Pope streaking down the floor. Gets the pass from Pope, puts it up and in, and draws the foul on Megan Meager.
Yes, indeed, T-Roy. They got the energy rolling. They just happen to be the visiting team, T-Roy.
Shot put up, no good. Rebound and foul inside. No, we're going to have a jump ball situation. Lady Bulldogs are going to get to keep it. It's funny, we've seen a lot of folks over the years come through Cornersville, Chapel Hill, and Lewisburg, and a lot of those athletes have gone on and And you see them when they played in high school, they're doing very well now. That's always what you want to see.
You always want to see that, T-Roy. You always want to see people actually make strides in life, and you just want to see people prosper in every aspect of the word prosper.
You know, and you get old enough now, which I am, by the way. I know that y'all find that hard to believe, but players that I called their games, I'm actually calling their children's games now. That's a real slap in the face for you.
For the last 5 minutes, all you've been doing is dating yourself, T-Roy.
That means I'm old, no.
That's another way of saying it.
Oh, seasoned, we'll put it that way.
Yes, and I like seasoned. I like that a whole lot better.
24-11 game here. Just underway, third quarter. Kirby takes a spill. That allows Polk to get an open look from three, and she takes advantage. Alicia Polk from downtown. She's in double figures now with 11. 16-point Lady Bulldog cushion as they have stretched it out here in the third quarter.
Polk hadn't pressed it to get her 11 points. She just took it with the game.
Kirby finally got a half-decent look there. Couldn't get it to drop it. Here we go the other way. Numbers. Childers tried to get it to Polk, who saved it back in. Kirby trying to grab it. Mason does so. Thought she had it to Warner, but Powers gets in the way. Now Childress inside and she'll be fouled from behind by Megan Meager. Meager's second, but Noble. Great hustle by the Lady Bulldogs, keeping that basketball alive.
Yes, indeed, T-Roy. Plenty of hustle out here to go around for both teams, T-Roy. And one team just happened to be coming out on the winning side of the hustle plays, but both teams are hustling quite a bit here tonight.
Toss on the way. Childress no good. Well, you see players knowing what this rivalry means to each other. They are giving it their all every possession here tonight.
And I tell you what, this crowd is pumping right into them, T-Roy.
Second toss, no good as well. Rebound pulled away by Skaggs. Lady Rockets trying to get themselves back in it here. Cross-court pass in low. Now Skaggs to a cutting Warner, and I think they're going to call it for the travel. Indeed, they will. Carly shuffled her feet as she came around that screen.
Yeah, she got the ball, T-Roy, and again, simple case of not putting the ball on the floor.
Coach Murrow, you just look at him as he walks down the sideline in frustration right now as he's got his hands across his chest. He said, you know, we just haven't executed right now. You can tell you get part of that play down and you really get to the payoff, and then you just have that moment of where they don't execute.
Anytime you get your post player in the post, you want them to shot.
Shot put up no good by Polk, but right there to clean it up is Gentry.
She lost her tooth, T-Roy. I think she lost her tooth, I believe. I might be a little premature contact, maybe.
Megan Skaggs, the injured Lady Rocket. Hey, you talk about tough now. She's just going to take that thing, spit it out, and go give it to somebody. Hey.
Maybe it's a contact. Let's hope it's a contact, T-Roy.
I was going to say she is stone cold if she's just standing there and she got her tooth knocked out. I'm like, man, I am in awe of that. That was like, I don't know, that's like Marine stuff there.
I just seen her kind of look down, and it looked like she was holding her mouth at the same time.
Gentry 1 of 2 from the line. Gentry with 3 now. 28-11 Lady Bulldogs. Approaching the 5-minute mark left here in the third as Samantha Hopkins is checked in for the first time for the Lady Rockets. In low, slides it now to Warner. Carly puts it on the floor to Kirby on the wing. Lady Rockets just leaving that middle open right now, trying to work out top, get somebody with a cut. Warner. Hopkins gives her a screen. Pass comes instead to Meager. Back up top, Hopkins. Kirby around that screen into the corner. Meager fires. Good. Megan Meager from downtown for the second time tonight. She's got 8.
Right on time, T-Roy. I was thinking as the Lady Rockets keep trying to get to the middle, somebody has to hit a perimeter shot to force the Lady Bulldogs to do something differently on defense.
The penetration made it possible, Noble. Defender dropped back inside. That left Meager free from the corner. Childress tries to answer and does. 3 ball from Jaylee Childress. She's got 7.
Lady Bulldogs I don't keep the percentages, T-Roy. I don't do very well with stats, but they shooting a pretty good percentage tonight.
Well, and every time the Lady Rockets have made a bucket, you think maybe they're going to make a run. The Lady Bulldogs right back on the other end get a bucket in return.
Yes, they do. Usually they trading off threes also.
They've really done a nice job in keeping Kirby kind of contained tonight, Noble. She hasn't gotten anything easily.
She has not. They've made it very difficult for her. And as I said earlier in the first half, she was pressing, and she was very successful in the pressing.
Gets a look here behind the screen. 3-ball, no good. Rebound battle for control by Enlow. Had it poked away. It'll be out of bounds to Cornersville. Enlow touched it last. And Noble, she got free in the second half against Eagleville the other night. You looked at when she caught that pass out front, she was looking to pass, not to shoot.
Yes, indeed, T-Roy, and I think it's just somebody has to shoot out here. I know the spread and the score is getting away, but somebody has to put up a shot.
Inside Gentry, no harm, no foul as she bangs into Warner. Ball gets free, picked back up by the Lady Dogs, and Childress ends up with it down the lane, puts it up and in. She's got 9.
T-Roy, you have to speak for yourself. It may not be a foul, but I don't know about no harm.
Well, yeah, he hit the deck pretty good. The official said, I guess, no harm, no foul.
All right, then.
Enlow kicks to Kirby. Hopkins out top. Leader down the lane, puts it up. Got that thing to fall and one. How in the world she got that one up off the window and got it to go in, I'll never know, but she did.
That's what they say, playing through contact right there, T-Roy.
That was definitely playing through contact, plenty of it. But no, they always say, try to get the ball up toward the rim. You never know what's going to happen. That's the example number 1 right there.
You got to give yourself a chance. It's got to go up towards the rim to give yourself a chance.
Megan in double figures with 10 now. 33-16 game with 3 minutes left here, third quarter. Childress out front with the dribble. Penetrates inside, little runner over Hopkins, no good. Rebound pulled away by Megan Meager. Races it the other way. Gives it up to a Traven Warner. Now to Kirby, and they're going to call her for the travel. Noble, I really think the Cornersville crowd was right. They wanted the call on Warner first.
They did.
And then they got the call on Kirby.
They were not incorrect in wanting it either, T-Roy.
Yeah. Back out front. Cornersville with it. Approaching the 2.5-minute mark left here in the third quarter. Childress can take her time here with a 17-point lead. Bounce pass inside, backing down. Kirby is Pope, puts it off the window. Too strong, rebound pulled away by Meager. Megan looking to run. Lead pass Enlow, sets and fires, 3 in and out, no good. Rebound run down, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. But good look that time, Noble. Ran the floor, found the open player. Childress, little runner along the baseline, no good. Pulled away by Pope. Outlet in low. Leaves it up top with Pope. Meager gets a screen from Hopkins. Fires again, 3 no good. Rebound pulled away by Gentry. Gentry's been the player that has really made a difference inside for them, Noble.
She's been well-rounded, T-Roy. She plays a real solid game. She's a presence out there on the court. You have to find her when you come down and play defense.
Minute and a half left. Childress gives it up to Pope. Fakes, gets into the paint, and she'll be fouled on the bump by Megan Meager. Meager trying to get back inside and give help to Kirby. Instead picks up her third foul, and it'll send Pope to the line for a pair fouled in the act of shooting.
That was a result of that ball moving around pretty quickly for the Lady Bulldogs, T-Roy.
Yes, it was, and like you say, that's been what they've done well tonight, has been able to move the basketball around, get some good looks. The extra pass has really paid dividends for them tonight.
That forces you to be out of position on defense a lot of times, and you don't move your feet quick enough, and you end up fouling, T-Roy.
Franklin will check back in. Comes back in along with Donovan. Finley getting set to check back in as well for the Lady Bulldogs. Second toss by Pope, good. Pope's had a really nice night so far, Noble. 13 for her.
That is solid, T-Roy. They got 2 players, according to my count, in double figures for Lady Bulldogs.
Anna Rabin's checked in for the first time for the Lady Rockets. She's got the basketball. They get it into front court. Brown, here's the pressure. Cross court intercepted by Franklin with numbers. Franklin all the way inside. That's got to be out of bounds. Whoa. Are they going to keep that on this end?
It went off for 15, T-Roy. Ball. She lost possession, but it did go off for 15.
Ooh, I'm not giving that one back.
All right,
We're going the other way.
All right.
She was out of control, lost the handle on that one. I either got to call an offensive foul because she was coming into the Rocket player, or just out of bounds. We go the other way.
Now, I won't debate that. I will not debate that, but that ball went off for 15. If you're not going to call the foul, you got to reward them with the ball.
Yeah. No harm, no foul there. There's no point scored. Hopkins, center of the floor. Brown tried to get it to Pope in the corner, overshot her out of bounds, and Carly Warner going to check back in. Coach Merle, you can just tell, very frustrated right now.
Well, I tell you what, T-Roy, it's the turnovers. I mean,
Yeah.
you just want to limit the turnovers, and you know better than I do. At least you want to limit the turnovers to give yourself a chance.
Yeah, you know, every possession you need to have a shot at the basket. That's just how it is, especially when you're going to struggle offensively. You need a shot every trip down the floor.
Yes, indeed, and you need not to give up an additional shot to the other team.
Finley lost the handle, out of bounds. It will go back to the Lady Rockets. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. 35-16 Cornersville. Raven gives it up to Hopkins. We'll work it around against that pressure. Cross court, Hopkins underneath, tried to get it to Warner, knocked away. There's a battle for it on the sideline over there, and let's see what we got. You're going to leave it with the Lady Rockets. Cornersville Noble, they have covered a lot of ground. When they throw that cross-court pass, there's always a Cornersville player making a break on the ball.
They do an excellent job of covering the passing lanes. The athleticism and the quickness, T-Roy, has been on display all night for the Lady Bulldogs.
Pope puts it on the floor. Kick in the corner, Raven. She'll step into a shot, no good. Rebound pulled away by Finley. Finley into front court. Meager gets in front of her and will commit the foul. Megan now has picked up her fourth. So she's the first player on either team to be in that severe foul difficulty with 10.5 seconds left here in the third quarter.
You would have liked to have seen her set up feet that time, T-Roy. The ball handler was coming to her. She had a little opportunity to maybe use that boundary to her advantage.
Lady Bulldogs to play it in. Inbounds it comes Childress. Up top, Finley with 8. Around the screen. Quick three on the way, no good. Childress battling Kirby for it. Picks it up. Three good if it goes, and she got it. At the buzzer. Jaylee Childress drains the triple, and that will add insult to injury. 3 quarters complete here in Chapel Hill. It's Cornersville 38 and Forrest 16.
Eye Care Clinic, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan and his staff offer a wide range of services, including comprehensive eye exams, advanced testing, and eye disease management. Fashion frames from top names like Guess and Kate Spade. They also stay on top of new eye care advances like Vuity and Upneat, and that unique Dr. J touch that always leaves you with a smile until your next visit. Make your appointment at 359-4373. Advanced Eye Care Clinic, 815 East Commerce.
Your one-stop shop to keep your vehicle running smooth is J&J Automotive. From routine maintenance like oil changes to brake repairs, tires and alignment, and exhaust work as well, J&J has got you covered. They work on gas and diesel engines. Call Vince or Matt Jackson at 931-364-5602 or stop by their location at 1791 Highway 99. Keep your vehicle in tip-top shape at J&J Automotive.
And welcome back. It's an offensively starved Lady Rocket group. No, they are just having a hard time right now.
Yes, they are, T-Roy. And whenever you're struggling on offense, you want to try to get your defense together. And this Lady Bulldog team shooting great high percentage on offense and moving the ball well without even dribbling.
Hopkins out front, had it poked away. Finley will pick it up. Lead pass in front of the Pat Gentry. She'll put it up and in. Offense coming from defense, Noble.
Yes, indeed, T-Roy. Just transition. Play great defense, turn them over, leak out, get an easy basket going the other way, Gentry.
Hopkins out front. Pope almost had it knocked away. A lot of aggressiveness on that Cornersville end. They are really trying to get in those passing lanes, Noble.
They play excellent defense, T-Roy. They move the ball on offense the same way they move their feet on defense.
Noble, this is going to be a good single-A squad. They're going to win some basketball games. We saw Eagleville. We know how good they are, and you get another opportunity against that same district here on Tuesday night when Fayetteville City rolls in.
I'm going to put a little pressure on your adjective. This ain't going to be a good team. This is going to be a great team in single-A, T-Roy.
They definitely have the pieces.
Yes, they do. They got the fundamentals.
Yeah. I like the way they get after you defensively. That's the one thing that comes night in and night out.
Defense shows up every night. I think we're saying the same thing, T-Roy. All you need is offense occasionally.
Yeah, and they've got enough of that. That's where the Lady Rockets right now are just very starved for some offense.
Yes, they are. Yes,
having a really difficult time scoring points. 5 in the first, 6 in the second, 5 in the third. You're not going to win many ball games with that kind of effort. Well, that kind of result. I'm not going to say effort. We'll say result.
I like how you changed that up. Yes, indeed.
6:20 left here in the fourth quarter. Kirby backs it out with a dribble against Finley.
Show you how great the defense is. Lady Rockets need to score, but it's hard to get inside, T-Roy.
I really like the help, too, Noble. They come and really, you watch the penetrating guard. There's always somebody from that corner coming to help. There's a second player coming to help defensively. You make yourself a whole lot better when you get that kind of help side defense.
They certainly play team basketball on both ends of the court, T-Roy. This is certainly not only a team game, but this team here is playing the team game to a high level tonight.
Yeah, very impressed. You know, Polk is really good. She's got good penetration. They've gotten a great contribution from Childress, and you like Gentry inside.
You like Gentry on both ends, yes, indeed.
Oh, good cut. Kirby got free. That's what you want. That's the one where you just like, okay, why can't we get that more?
Coach Merrill going to have to draw it up for him, T-Roy. Just going to have to make the game a little more simple for him.
No, well, here's going to be a really good matchup. You see Gentry against Claire from Eagleville. That's going to be a really good low-post matchup when those two teams play against each other.
I don't disagree at all. I had the luxury of seeing both of them in the same week, T-Roy, so my memory is good enough. I can remember 3 days away. That will be a good matchup.
Kirby fakes, gets down the lane, goes to that left hand. Shot no good, and here comes Polk. Polk on the move quickly with some urgency down the right sideline, and Warner says, you know what? I'm not going to let you get around me. Gives her a little shove. She'll pick up the foul, but she's like, I'm not giving up an easy bucket here.
T-Roy, here's what I liked. Did you see her get the rebound and push the ball down court?
Yeah.
She got down court maybe in about 6 dribbles or something,
yeah,
and she was right at the basket, T-Roy.
Really nice job by her. As you said, Noble, when she pulled it, she saw she had an opportunity. She really put the foot to the gas.
Took about 6 dribbles, T-Roy. She was at the basket.
Got a screen, pulls the trigger. Good defense by Warner stepping up, though, with the help. Made that shot difficult.
That's how you want to play team defense. Bringing the ball up is Warner also.
Kirby to Enlow out top. Hopkins traveled the basketball. Thought she was going to come to her teammate cutting around that screen, but that Cornersville player really did a great job of coming around, and she had no place to go.
Actually, it was number 5 for Cornersville, T-Roy, who was on her defender, who forced her not to be able to pass the ball to her. That's what made her second guess that and shuffle her feet that time.
40-18 your score. Under 5 left here in the fourth quarter. Boys action coming your way next here on TC Sports 1. Pope backs it out in the corner.
Nice ball handling for Pope, T-Roy.
Yeah. Finley, bounce pass inside. Backing her way down is 55, who has just checked into the game. That's Charles E. Pope. She got some good low block position that time. Couldn't do much with it, though, as the Lady Rockets played good defense behind her that time.
Yes, indeed. She was posted real deep down there that time, T-Roy. Just got to work on her footwork and then put that off the glass.
In low. Penetrates inside. A little lay-in by Kinsley. First 2 of the game for her. And Noble hasn't been easy against the Lady Dogs. Enlow had 1 in the first game, 2 here tonight.
No, you've had to work for everything you got tonight as a result of that 20 points for the home team out of 4 quarters, T-Roy.
Just this team, you know what it's going to be. They're going to have to continue to work on scoring points. They've got to find a way to generate offense.
I tell you what, they're going to need 2 offensive players. You always need 2 offensive players, T-Roy. Can't go through just one person.
Finley inside. They're going to draw a foul. It's going to be on Carly Warner. Warner's second, and Finley now will step to the line, shooting a pair. Abigail Finley rolls it around. Eyes the mark. First one on the way. Back iron bounced around, no good. She'll get another. Pope back in. And Noble, you got thin numbers if you're the Lady Rockets. The thing that you see from Coach Merle, he's going to give everybody plenty of time. You're going to try to get somebody, get everybody better, give you a chance to get some reps under the light and see if somebody can maybe step forward.
Coach Merle owes that to the players. Certainly no reason for everybody not to have an opportunity to get some playing time and try to find a nice little sequence that he can go with and a nice rotation.
Raven over the back picks up the foul, her first. Poke in the corner. Ball knocked away, picked up now by Kirby. Referee trying to get out of the way. Lead pass knocked away, and here comes Cornersville. Lady Bulldogs with numbers. Pope stops and pops good. Alicia Pope. Quick timeout taken by the Lady Dogs. We'll take it as well.
You can't have it all. At Brooks Grocery, they've got farm fresh fruits and vegetables, a deli with a selection of freshly prepared favorites, Brooks specialties like Ava's pimento cheese and Adam's chicken salad, freshly made pies, cakes, and desserts, and who could possibly forget the best meat department you'll find anywhere. Great selection, online ordering, and friendly customer service. Brooks Grocery, the place you'll find your next favorite food.
Welcome back. Want to say hi to our good buddy, Mr. Ricky Sweeney. Miss him each and every game. Very thankful to have Noble here with me, but miss Ricky as well. He is recuperating and doing better every day. Got a chance to speak with him just a few minutes today, and wish him a speedy recovery.
And I'll tell you what, Troy, when Mr. Sweeney picks up the phone and call you, you tell him to say these exact words. You tell Nova to take a break for that basketball. I'm feeling well, and I'm on my way back. I can't wait for you to come get this microphone, Mr. Sweeney.
Hey, greedily, I'll just take both of you.
I want Mr. Sweeney to get well, so I'll be glad to see him. I want to see him face-to-face, shake his hand, give him a big old hug.
Me as well. I've kind of hesitated on going to see him. I've had the little here the last few days. So Kinsley from the corner. In low, connects from downtown. She's got 5. 42-23. Lady Bulldogs, some of their younger players into the contest. Kick along the baseline, backing her way inside, and we got a foul and underneath. Nope, we're going to have a traveling violation first. Raven defensively there. That's Clausen down low for the Lady Dogs. 2:40 left here in the contest. Lady Rockets are going to drop to 1-4 now. So the trip from Fayetteville City coming up on Tuesday as we are winding down that pre-Christmas schedule, Noble. And, you know, you talk about that pre-Christmas break, you just want to get better. Brown's 3, no good. Rebound pulled away, and here come the Lady Dogs. Quickly back the other way. Donovan pulls the trigger, shot no good, and rebound pulled away, and she'll draw a foul. Going to be Emma Donovan heading to the stripe. That's going to be Raven with the foul, her second. Heading to the line, Emma Donovan. First toss, no good. She'll get another. Skaggs back in the contest, replacing Samantha Hopkins. As Donovan will settle in for her second toss. The mark is on the way, and back iron no good. Rebound pulled away by Skaggs. Here comes in low. And we got to travel. Boy, she's been that kind of night, Noble.
Yes, it is, T-Roy. That's that pressure you've been talking about for the last, you were talking about it on Tuesday night, talking about it again tonight. It looks like every time that there's a team that the Lady Rockets are playing with pressure, it's got to have a couple ball handlers in the game and be able to beat the press.
Around the high screen, Donovan tries to dump it down low. There's a battle for it as Pope trying to corral it. It'll be off her out of bounds.
Lady Bulldogs had the right concept here, Roy. You just want to try to get your post player down there and post it up. Need a better entry pass, but Lady Rockets did a great job of covering all that up with 3 defenders.
Once again, good victory here tonight for the Lady Bulldogs. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in single A basketball.
I certainly agree with that. Everything I've seen, the fundamentals, T-Roy, offense and defense. Don't pass the ball. They don't dribble a whole lot, and they play great defense.
That's the thing, Noble, I really like about them is the pressure defense. They're going to get a few easy baskets, and if you get 4 or 5 easy baskets a game, it can make a difference in your record for sure. There's the pressure. That time a little bit too good as Anna Rabin will be decked. Picking up the foul, Summer Anthony. That's going to be her first, and it will put Rabin. Let's check that. Team's 5th.
That's Anthony's 2nd foul there, T-Roy.
In low, out top with the dribble.
Down low.
Yeah. There's Pope. Spun back inside. Couldn't get a shot off. And we get the foul first of the travel. We're going to get the foul of the bump. Foul's going to be on 14.
And that's a nice way of translating that to saying the foul caused the travel, right?
Yeah. Raven's going to play it in.
They blowing the horn, that means that must be 7 fouls, but they got to check, T-Roy. We got 6 on the board.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't have 14 in my program, so they're looking at the book now.
Oh, well then that may be the issue. Are they looking at the book? 14 number not in there.
Yeah,
T-Roy, I tell you what, this little bit I know. We're gonna take a little break here. Somebody finna shoot some free throws.
Well, if that's the case, I had this just from the last game now, so I'm not sure. I didn't actually go down and look at it before the contest.
You don't have to. Look at the officials. You look at the officials. I don't know if my man Gabe got a shot at the officials huddled up here, but they're having a conversation, and we're going to try to get the official book. They're looking at the official book now, T-Roy. So I tell you what, looks like it's in the official book, so we're just going to play on.
They're going to stop it one more time. Give a little clarification here to Coach Merle about what's going on.
Coach Merle is owed some clarification as well, T-Roy.
You're thinking at this point, hey, I know it's important to dot every I and cross every T, but at this point it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference in how this is going to turn out.
I understand, but Coach Merle has a job to do. He's coach.
Oh, yeah.
He's coach.
Cross court. Tied up at once floor. Once again, Noble, you can't leave that pass floating across court or on a wing. It's got to be crisp, and you got to get it close to somebody. You can't go from, side of the court back up to the top. That's a long way for a basketball to travel.
2 things. Pass needs to be crisp, and you got to go get
it. Yeah.
And once you get it, you got to take possession of it, T-Roy. You got to do something with the ball once you get it. You just can't have it hanging out there.
Rabin open 3, will not drop. Rebound pulled away by Anthony. Double teamed in rear court. Gets it free, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. Shot put up, no good. Rebound pulled away by Skaggs. And again, we got a jump ball inside. This one will stay with Forrest. 37.6 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Lady Rockets will have a quick weekend. They'll be back here on Tuesday. Fayetteville City making their way in. Pass out of bounds. It'll be off the Lady Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs. The Lady Rockets will get it.
Even the Lady Bulldogs that are in the game right now,
getting after it.
They still, indeed, and they still pushing the ball down the court.
That's getting your system in place, Noble. 1 through 15, know how to play that system.
That's why I wanted you to change up your adjectives. It's not going to be a good single A team. It's going to be a great team, and maybe a great team for a couple years, T-Roy.
Yeah, they are pretty young. In low out top with 12. Brown calling for it. In low will wave her off with it out top. She'll penetrate down the lane. Little runner, no good. Saved in by Skaggs. In low, trying to get one off. Will not do so before the buzzer, and that's how this one will end. pretty close to a carbon copy of the first contest. It was 40-21 in game number 1. Tonight ends 42-23, Cornersville. Lady Bulldogs pick up the victory, drop the Lady Rockets to 1-4 on the season. We'll take a break. We'll return. Boys action coming your way here on TC Sports 1.
Amigos Mexican Grill is the place you'll find all your authentic favorites, from burritos to enchiladas to sizzling fajitas, all served fast and fresh. Dine in, order online, or call in your order at 364-2222. Also, Amigos has catering services available for your next big occasion as well. Good food, good times at Amigos Mexican Grill, 216 South Horton Parkway. Visit their other locations in Lewisburg and Spring Hill. Amigos, proud supporters of the Rockets.
Lewisburg Animal Hospital serves the veterinary needs of Marshall County. They've grown to a 4-doctor practice specializing in small animal medicine. They offer advanced medicine, surgery, and nursing care in a personal and relaxed environment with the utmost compassion for their patients. For your pet's grooming and boarding needs, Maggie Rue Pet Retreat and Grooming Salon is located adjacent to the hospital. Call 931-359-5945 to schedule an appointment for your pet. Know that with Apex Banking Online, you can access your accounts, pay bills, and send money to friends and family anytime. Our online banking feature gives you the advantage of secure banking right from anywhere. With our mobile app and online services, banking has never been more convenient. We're here to serve you wherever you go. Visit us in Chapel Hill or call 931-246-7105. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Joseph Fowler and his outstanding staff are dedicated to providing the most effective, clinically superior physical therapy humanly possible. They make it easy to get back in the game by accepting most insurances, including Medicare. They specialize in total joint replacement rehab and orthopedic conditions. They'll help get your range of motion, flexibility, and your strength back. They even assist in dizziness and balance disorders. Get yourself back in the game at Benchmark Physical Therapy, 4654 Nashville Highway.
Don't know what I would do without you to show me the way and the truth. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you.
Local agents Scott Bond and Troy Cashin. Are you moving to the area and need a place to store your possessions? Are you trying to declutter your existing space or needing a place to park your boat, RV, truck, trailer, or camper? There's a simple solution. It's Highway 99 Storage. Conveniently located off Highway 99 and James King Road, it's a lighted, secure, and fenced-in area to keep your valuables safe. New units available with climate control. Call 364-5678 to rent. That's Highway 99 Storage.
And welcome back here to Forrest High School between contests. As for the Lady Rockets, they dropped to 1-4 on the season. No tough loss for them, just never could really get it going offensively tonight. And in large part, that was due to some good Cornersville defense.
Speaking of not getting it going offensively, T-Roy, as I was looking at the stat sheet here, unofficially, of course, the Lady Rockets, no free throws, none at all. I have them for no free throws at all. They just had one. I missed that, T-Roy, so I'm glad you were there to catch me. So
Megan Meagher had the and one. They were 0 for 1 from the stripe. That's a good catch, though.
Thank you very much. And I just wanted, and the reason why I wanted to bring that up, even though I missed it, I needed you as an offensive player, as you were talking the other night when you had that 35-point night. When you say no offense, you got to at least try to get to the line, T-Roy.
Yeah. You know, and when you're struggling, you know, it's going to be one of those things. Get some easy shots. Make yourself some easy opportunities. Cut without the basketball. Crash the glass. If you're not shooting the ball well, that means somebody's got a chance to get an offensive rebound, where if you shot a 10 to 12-footer, you get an offensive rebound, you shoot a 1 to 2-footer, your odds are greatly improved. So those are the things that you want to find. You've got to find somebody that's going to be like, hey, I'm going to be that Dennis Rodman type. I don't care about getting shots in the offense. I'm going to be the person that goes down underneath. I'm going to camp out, and anything that comes off this glass, I'm going to eat it up, put it back in.
And if we could, for a brief moment, focus on the highlight something positive. Megan Miller did have double figures, T-Roy, so the only one for the Lady Rockets in double figures. She did have 10 points, so that's the highlight as far as offensively goes. Did have one player in double figures.
Let's go over that, Noel. Let's break down. Go ahead and break down the Lady Rockets for us.
Yes, indeed. If I could, T-Roy, as you heard me say, Miller had 10 points, and then second leading scorer, Kirby. She had 3 baskets inside. I think they were all with her left hand, I believe, T-Roy.
Yes.
6 points. And then also you had Enlow. Enlow knocked down a 3-point basket as well, T-Roy. She had 5 total points. And then you had Warner. You had Warner who had 2 points as well, T-Roy. So I know you got a special guest coming up. Let's hear who your special guest is.
Coach Burrow joining us here post-game. And, Coach, just offensively, just tough sledding again tonight. Just couldn't get the ball in the basket.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely correct. And then you turn the ball over as much as we did. You have a lot of empty possessions, and we already struggle to score as it is. And then when you turn the ball over and you don't go to the glass and get offensive rebounds and give yourself second chance points, it usually spells disaster. And, you know, it's early in the year, but if it's not fixed, it's going to be a continuous recipe of the same thing.
Yeah, and we talked about it. You started out tonight, moved the starting lineup around a little bit. You had some of those younger ladies that came in and played well against Eagleville, rewarded them with a start here tonight. And you know what? We talked about it. Everybody out there is going to get an equal opportunity to show what they can do.
You're right. And, you know, I thought Kaylin Pope did a decent job for us athletically. She's still struggling figuring out what we're doing offensively. Josie Brown kind of got the deer in the headlight look a little bit tonight when the press started and she started throwing the ball away. You know, she'll settle in and she'll mature. You know, we're asking a lot out of our freshmen right now to put them in this situation. You know, it's just a hand we're dealt. We got 9 girls, and, you know, we got some players on the side that hopefully, fingers crossed, will get back by January or so. You know, the eye on the prize is that we're playing well in the end of January and the 1st of February. You know, and all this will be forgotten. But, you know, we got some things individually that we're going to have to clean up. And, you know, if these girls don't start cleaning them up and taking some pride in boxing out and rebounding and, you know, valuing possessions, you know, we're not good enough to overcome a lot of mistakes right now.
Yeah, and, you know, we talked about you got a young group of players, a lot of them that you do have some veteran leadership on there. It's like many times there are 3 or 4 parts to a play. You execute 2 of them correctly and just don't get the finish to it. And I know that's got to be frustrating.
Well, it is. I mean, to me, basketball is one of the ultimate team sports, and it takes all 5 girls doing their job. And if one girl doesn't do their job, the play's not going to run smoothly. You know, and on top of that, you know, you got to put the ball in the hole too. You know, and when we played Cornersville first game of the year, we were 1 of 14 from the 3. And I don't know what we were tonight. It wasn't a whole lot better. You know, so as many missed shots as we're having, we got to crash the boards. We should have 1 girl back. I think tonight we had 5 girls back and nobody crashing. So, you know, unfortunately, we won't get a chance at Cornersville again this year. But, you know, we got Fayetteville City coming in Tuesday that'll present its own set of problems athletically. And, you know, it's just another opportunity for us to try to fix some things and try to find the lineup that works well together.
Yeah, and, you know, I think, too, the thing that's got to be a head-scratcher for you is you got to find somebody that really is wanting to be aggressive offensively. You see Kirby, and tonight she's getting in situations where she's trying to make things happen because there's not a lot of options otherwise sometimes that you want somebody to just say, hey, you know what, put the ball in my hands, I'm going to make a basket.
Right. You know, and that's just having a couple of players, you know, have somebody to go make a play. And, you know, right now we're still trying to find that person. Mason's trying to do it, you know, but realistically, I mean, Mason should not be our point guard. I mean, she ought to be a 2 guard, but we don't really have a point guard right now, so she's having to carry a brunt of the load for us. And some girls that we need to take some of the load off of her scoring-wise aren't doing it, and a lot of the focus is falling firmly on Mason's shoulders.
Yeah, and you know that, like you say, it's one of those things that you still have a little bit of time to correct, and and you, like you say, hopefully the message gets across. You got a few more practices. You're going to get 3 or 4 more games before the break, in earnest. And like I say, you want to make that turn in January and have a good successful start, and you forget about all this.
Yeah, we just, I don't know. I felt like we were ready to play. Had a good couple of days of practice, but we started the game with like 3 or 4 turnovers out of 5 trips. And, it just started snowballing and just never was able to recover. Even at halftime, I mean, it was still a close game at halftime. And I felt like we needed to own the first 2 or 3 minutes to turn the momentum. And we came out and turned the basketball over a couple of times. And next thing you know, they're up 16 or 18. And we're not high-powered enough to overcome deficits like that right now.
And it felt like every time you made a basket where you felt like you were going to get a little momentum, they come right back down on the other end and hit a 2 or a 3 and answer.
Well, that's when as a basketball team you're like, okay, we've scored, we've got to get a stop right now. And I don't ever see that sense of, okay, us coming together, girls, we got to get this stop. That sense of urgency of like, right now we've got to have this stop. And if they didn't score, they got an offensive rebound and wound up putting it back either way. So,
Coach, hey, as always, appreciate the time.
It. Thanks,
Thank you, bud.
Y'all take care. Thank you.
Coach Hal Merle joining us here. As we get set for boys action, let's take a couple of commercial breaks. We'll be back with more here on TC Sports 1.
Funeral home and cremation services had its beginning in 1939 when Thomas H. Lawrence established the business. Lawrence Funeral Home has always strived to provide compassionate, dignified, and professional service to every family it serves, regardless of their circumstances. Lawrence Funeral Home pledges to the families of Marshall and surrounding counties to continue providing excellence in funeral service. In your time of need, our family is there for your family. Lawrence Funeral Home and Cremation Service.
Stop in and visit Mack Equipment, your largest Exmark and Cub Cadet dealer in the state of Tennessee. Locally owned and operated in the heart of Chapel Hill at 109 North Horton Parkway, next to Southern Roots Hair Salon. Mack Equipment offers parts, sales, service, and rental. Their factory-certified technicians also service multiple brands of outdoor power equipment, making this a perfect stop for your future equipment repairs. Don't forget to visit our 2 other locations in Murfreesboro and Lewisburg. That's Mack Equipment. Hometown banking. It's having your decisions made by a bank right here in your town, not in another city, county, or even state. It's neighbors and friends who know your name and take the time to greet you when you walk in. It's modern technology such as online banking and mobile check deposits, while still being able to talk to a living, breathing human. Come visit us at 4641 Nashville Highway or call us at 364-7888. First Commerce Bank, your first choice for hometown banking, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Moving forward with strong tradition. It's the town's motto, but it holds so true today. The town of Chapel Hill is balancing expanded growth with preserving the small town traditions that make it special. The town's administration and employees would like to take this time to reaffirm their commitment to the citizens of Chapel Hill and to wish the Rockets and Lady Rockets success in their upcoming seasons. From the home of the Lions Super Bowl of the South, the town of Chapel Hill says, "Go Rockets!"
Advanced Eye Care Clinic, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan and his staff offer a wide range of services, including comprehensive eye exams, advanced testing, and eye disease management. Fashion frames from top names like Guess and Kate Spade. They also stay on top of new eye care advances like Vuity and Upneat. And that unique Dr. J touch that always leaves you with a smile until your next visit. Make your appointment at 359-4373. Advanced Eye Care Clinic, 815 East Commerce.
Your one-stop shop to keep your vehicle running smooth is J&J Automotive. From routine maintenance like oil changes to brake repairs, tires and alignment, and exhaust work as well, J&J has got you covered. They work on gas and diesel engines. Call Vince or Matt Jackson at 931-364-5602 or stop by their location at 1791 Highway 99. Keep your vehicle in tip-top shape at J&J Automotive.
And as we get set for game number 2, let's take a quick look at what happened in game number 1 when these 2 teams got together just a couple of short weeks ago in Cornersville. It was the Rockets who trailed throughout most of that game, Noble. They trailed 23-18 at halftime. They used a 21-point fourth quarter to eventually pull out a 54-46 victory. This one is going to be just like what we're accustomed to seeing with Rocket basketball. It's going to be one of those grinded out, get physical, get after you kind of games, and everybody strap in. We'll be ready to go here in just a few.
T-Roy, I don't want to press your recollection, but for the Rockets to be able to overcome that deficit, was that a case of great defense, great offense for the Rockets, or the Bulldogs went on a dry spell?
Coach Chapman said they really got after it well in that fourth quarter. He said, I was really pleased with our effort. We were able to make some shots and really, kind of propel them to a victory. And he said, that's what you want to see, being able to overcome some adversity and picking up a win. And let's see if they can do it here tonight. As we talked about with Coach Chapman earlier, it's been that third quarter that's been a little bit of difficulty here the past couple of games. Let's see if they can get through that, power through, and pick up a win here tonight.
And that's what you want to see, T-Roy. Anytime you have the tenacity to be able to go in at halftime down and you bring your young men out of the locker room, you done pumped them up, y'all done worked on the X's and O's, and you get the little dry eraser and you scratch all that off, and then they come out and execute. Whenever you can see that execution second half in the game, you got a lot to look forward to, as we said, late December, early January.
Getting set for our starting lineups for game number 2 here. It'll be the Cornersville Bulldogs and the Forrest Rockets. Troy Cashin, Nova Mays, Mr. Peter Wilson working our production here tonight, and Mr. Gabe Hall handling the camera duties as we bring you Forrest Athletics here on TC Sports 1, and very happy to do so. We've had a really nice start to this season that has been enjoyable so far. Maybe not the results that we would have liked thus far, but really have enjoyed getting to bring you these broadcasts.
I've enjoyed meeting the coaches, T-Roy. They've been a pleasure to be able to meet. So I'm glad they come in and let you take them right into the living room of the folks at home. But it's been real candid to be able to hear from both of the coaches, and I can see how they end up in the position they in of authority with coaching young men and young ladies. They seem to both be men of integrity.
I'm going to be honest with you, Nova. We've been doing this a long time, and I could count on one hand the number of coaches that we've had in any stop we've ever been at in any sport that haven't been pretty much a pleasure to work with.
Well, I like that as well, T-Roy. I concur. Yes, indeed.
I think it's a testament to them and the young folks that they're involved with in each of these communities.
And also a testament to the people who hire them as well. So higher-ups doing all the hiring.
Starting for Cornersville, the 0, Ben Franklin. Also at a guard, it'll be Gage Lovell getting the start for the Bulldogs. He picked up 18 to lead them in game number 1. Also starting number 10, Blaine Woodard. He'll be joined by 44, Hayden Grover. And let's see, for Cornersville, other starter will be 12, Carter Neat. And now we'll hear from Miss Brenda Brown as she brings you the starting lineups for the Forrest Rockets. We hope somebody plays the role of MJ tonight.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And to reiterate your starting lineups for the Rockets, it'll be McCown, Bond, Rumley, Porter, and Ben Villazon getting the start tonight Coach Chapman had told us that ankle feeling better. So hopefully here, with him being in the starting lineup, he'll be able to give them a nice boost. He had 13 to lead the Rockets in scoring in that loss on Tuesday night. Ben Franklin, Ben McCown set to get it underway. Coach Chapman said it's going to be a size advantage here tonight for the Bulldogs. They got to be smart, got to play together.
Yeah, that's C-note you talk about right there, T-Roy, with the tip.
Outstanding athlete is Ben Franklin. Of course, his football exploits well known.
You just look at him. He's quite a specimen out there, T-Roy. Lower body, upper body.
Lovell cut off. He'll bring it back out top. 3 ball on the way. Back iron, no good. There is Franklin over the back of Rumley. Puts it up and in. Trying to get that guy out of the paint is a task.
Yes, indeed. Didn't have to go over his back because he didn't put no body on him, T-Roy.
Rockets in front court. Bulldogs will start man-to-man. Porter will try to bring Franklin away from the basket. Inside Rumley. Gets it now to McCown. Fake, spins back in the paint. Little half hook. Good. That was a really nice, patient move by a young fella in Bray McCown.
Looked like old school. Had a little sky hook on that one, T-Roy.
That was. That little Caldwell-Jones jump hook. Google it.
Yes, indeed. Dropped it right over the front of the rim, T-Roy.
McCown puts the Rockets on the board. 2 apiece here, a minute old from Chapel Hill. Pass dumped inside, knocked away by Rumley, and now we got a foul in rear court.
Yes, indeed. Had the break going one way, T-Roy. Great job that time by Rumley jumping in the passing lane.
It'll be Neat with a foul. The Rockets will play it in. Team first foul. Neat's first. Bond with it in front court. Bond, a really good leader, Noble. He's going to do the things that maybe you don't see in the scoring column or in the stat column, but he's going to get you in good positions, get players good positions to receive the basketball and shoot, doing what you want to do. Turnover now gives it back to the Rockets.
And you talked about Bond getting the ball in position. I think it was Porter down low. Porter got nice position inside. Bond did his job and dropped it right off in there to him.
Franklin got a block, but Cornersville traveled with it. Villazon fakes and fires, silky smooth. Really like his game, Noble. That pull-up jumper was very nicely done.
I don't know much about his ankle, but I know that jump shot is sweet.
His wrist is good.
Yes, sir.
Villazon from 15. It's 4-2 Rockets. He's just that guy I think can be an X factor for you. I think he's a guy that really, if he gets going, can score in bunches for you.
That's that microwave you were talking about, right?
Franklin inside, and that's going to be the task, trying to cover up Franklin. He's got 4 already.
He's going to need 2 defenders on him, T-Roy. Going to have to defend him on the front, keep the ball from him.
Franklin into the corner. McCown sets and fires. 3 ball, too strong. Rebound to Franklin. Back the other way they come. Cornersville now will walk it up the floor. Lovell with it. Gives it on the weave out top. And Noble, you got to like you're making him get it 25 feet away from the basket.
And you want to keep him out of there.
Across the lane, pass intercepted by Bond, who had dropped down. Gives it up to Porter. Porter on the move, puts it up. Shot no good. Rebound tipped around out of bounds to Forrest.
Forrest going to have to keep pushing the ball down. I was waiting to see what was going to happen as Porter laid that up. Have to try to put a little pressure on Franklin, see if you can get him in foul trouble.
I think that time he kind of gave up a little bit, not getting into his body. I think he may have been able to pick up a foul there.
Yeah, Porter let him get away.
Yeah. Inside, Villazon in traffic. Tried to get it to Porter. It's kicked out of bounds, and I think that will be off of Woodard. It will stay with the Rockets. Porter calls for it off the inbounds. They instead bring it Villazon. Kick McCann. Steps back. 3 ball. Too strong. Porter will keep it alive. Saved. Nicely done into the stands by Rumley, but it goes into the hands of the Bulldogs. He retreats back quickly. Cornersville no advantage. From the corner. Quick 15-footer good. Grover comes up firing. Hayden Grover.
Thought he would play down low, T-Roy.
Yeah, he stepped out, popped that 15-footer nicely. Porter puts it on the floor, gets by Franklin off the window, and we got a blocking foul. getting over a little bit late trying to take the charge was Neat, and that's going to be 2 quick ones on Carter Neat.
And I tell you what, T-Roy, it's just my opinion. He got that call because it wasn't even any contact that time. He was already down, T-Roy.
Davin Porter will head to the line. Porter had a big game in the first one. He had 18 for the Rockets. First toss, no good. Oh, I just can't get over. This is the second game, and I know I'm going to keep bringing it up. That basketball was just like neon orange.
Well, they still playing with it, so apparently they've had opportunities to work on it in practice, so they still playing with it.
Just please, somebody, go out and play with that thing in the yard. Make it that, I don't know, make it that other color that we're used to, that little darker, maybe rust color. I'm just not used to seeing this little shiny orange basketball. Cale Adcox is checked in for Neat, who picked up those 2 quick personals. Along the baseline, runner no good. Franklin battling underneath. It'll be out of bounds off the hands of Rumley. It'll stay with the Bulldogs, but again, Franklin occupying a lot of space down there.
And again, Rumley knocked it out of bounds. A great job, because Franklin would have grabbed that and put it right back up, forcing the Rockets to do something with him.
Lovell around that screen. Nice job defensively by the Rockets. On the block, Franklin. Watch Rumley. He just kind of lagged off when Franklin got it. Make sure he didn't have a good path into the paint. Good team defense. Tough shot, Lovell. No good. Long rebound to Bond, and he's going to be fouled on the bump by Grover. Hayden Grover's first. 3rd team foul of the Bulldogs.
They got a lot of size. They got some size down there for the Bulldogs, so try to put a little pressure on them. Let's see what Bond does. Try to get a little penetration down low, T-Roy.
They got a little size coming off the bench as well. Villazon out front. Kick Porter. Spot up 3. Got it. Noble. He's a really good shooter. Deceptively, you think a guy that plays in the paint, maybe his range might be 10 to 15 feet. Porter, if he can get his feet set as he did there and get a good look, he's a really nice shooter from distance.
Agile and versatile, T-Roy.
Inside, Franklin. Lost the handle. He was going to try to take that one straight up and challenge Porter, but lost the handle before he could get there.
Yes, he did, T-Roy. They looking to get the ball to him, so don't go away from the game plan if you're the Bulldog.
Yeah, 8-6 here early. McCown out front, Villazon. Villazon spins in the paint. Kicks it back up top, Porter. Villazon gets it back. On the elbow. Fakes, fires, a little fall away, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled away by Adcox. Again, he can create some space, Noble.
Oh, yes.
Guys that can make their own shot at the high school level, he's one of them. That's something you like in a player that can do that.
That means he's always has a good shot available when he can make his own shot. I'm glad he got a little ankle bracelet on there, so he looked like he's ready.
Out front, Lovell. They're doing a nice job on him. He had 18 in game 1. Has yet to get a shot off yet. Grover, he'll fire just inside the arc. Got it again. Grover connects.
Porter had a hand in his face too, T-Roy, so apparently Grover is feeling pretty good here early.
Yeah, he turned around and fired that one confidently, Noble.
Porter had a hand in his face, T-Roy. Great defense.
On the block. McCown with the catch, poked away, and Cornersville with the steal. They'll head the other way. High screen for Lovell. Good help by Porter. That leaves Grover free. Shot 15-footer, no good, and Franklin over the back as Bond did a nice job inside with the box out.
Yes, indeed. That's all you're going to have to do. You got to put a body on him, T-Roy. Give the official a reason to make that call for you.
That's it, Noble. Even if you're 5'8", 5'10", Bond gets inside, you can position. He did well that time. Kept Franklin away from the basket. He wasn't right under it. He got out away from it 4 or 5 feet, got good position. Franklin had no choice but to foul.
The official is forced to go by the textbook. If you do not put a body on him, it's not over the back. He doesn't have to jump over you. So put a body on him.
Porter in traffic, puts it up and in. Cornersville went for the steal and came up empty. Ford has checked into the game, the big fella, Cal Ford.
Porter got the game working outside, got the game working inside.
He's calling for it forward down low. Grover kick. Adcock's open three. This one too strong. Rebound pulled away by Villazon. Quickly now, here comes Bond. In the front court, Rumley with it on the wing. Tried to go underneath the McCown, who had slipped along that baseline, but Cornersville recovers, knocks it away.
Yes, indeed. Adcock showed his quickness, got in there and knocked away the ball. Wasn't going to give up a little bunny down there, T-Roy.
Minute left here, first quarter.
All right, they must have said that the ball, after hitting Adcock, went off one of the Rockets,
Yeah,
T-Roy.
must have gone off McCown. They go back Cornersville's way. 10-8 game. Rockets on top, Bulldogs with it. Adcock's high post Grover. Swings it right side, Lovell tries to go shake and bake against Bond, and we'll have a foul on the floor on Jimmy. Bond will pick up the foul, his first, and Noble, that's the first team foul for the Rockets here. 47 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well said, T-Roy. You almost played the whole first quarter without committing a foul.
It hasn't been Cornersville just laying out there shooting threes all night. They've tried to get it inside. Forward, we're going to have a second quick foul here on the hold. That one's going to be on Villazon. His first, team's second.
I'll say it again, T-Roy. It looked like the Bulldogs' plan is to get the ball down low. If they keep bringing in big men, they're going to stack up some fouls eventually.
Harper checks in for Villazon. Cornersville with it. Approaching the half-minute mark left here, opening quarter. Woodard gives it up now, Lovell. High screen set by Ford. Lovell against Bond. Good help around those screens, Noble. Nicely done by the Rockets.
Doing an excellent job. Good help down low, too. Watch the help down low.
Adcock's three, this one off the mark. Good box out by Rumley, and here comes Jimmy Bond. Bond leaves it with the trailing Rumley. Rumley puts it on the floor. Good hard penetration in the paint. We're going to have a foul about 15 feet away when he started that drive. And Noble, nice little hesitation. Rumley caught it and then turned on the jet.
Yes, he did, T-Roy. As you said, nice little hesitation. But he looked up in his eyes, his vision. He seen an opening down there, and he put that ball on his hip and was going to take it to the hole.
4-3. Got to get a shot off. Bond, good if it goes. The fall away just off the mark. And that's how we'll close this first quarter. Hard fought first quarter here in Chapel Hill. Rockets up by 2, 10-8.
Amigos Mexican Grill is the place you'll find all your authentic favorites, from burritos to enchiladas to sizzling fajitas, all served fast and fresh. Dine in, order online, or call in your order at 364-2222. Also, Amigos has catering services available for your next big occasion as well. Good food, good times at Amigos Mexican Grill, 216 South Horton Parkway. Visit their other locations in Lewisburg and Spring Hill. Amigos, proud supporters of the Rockets.
Lewisburg Animal Hospital serves the veterinary needs of Marshall County. They've grown to a 4-doctor practice specializing in small animal medicine. They offer advanced medicine, surgery, and nursing care in a personal and relaxed environment with the utmost compassion for their patients. For your pet's grooming and boarding needs, Maggie Rue Pet Retreat and Grooming Salon is located adjacent to the hospital. Call 931-359-5945 to schedule an appointment for your pet.
Welcome back. 10-8. Rockets after one quarter of play, and this one kind of exactly how we thought it was going to shake out, Noble. They've been going after each other. Pretty entertaining first quarter.
Yes, indeed. T-Roy, only 2 of the Bulldogs actually have some points, T-Roy, so going to have to keep an eye. Not a contest that everybody's getting involved for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it has been inside play with Grover and Franklin. Lovell had 18, of course, their point guard first time. I don't think he got a shot off in the first quarter, Noble.
I don't recall, T-Roy.
Harper gets off a 3. This one in and out, no good. A rebound pulled away by Lovell, and here we go the other way. Good look, though. You'll take that one. Grover off the baseline. Porter charging hard. And a nice open jumper there by Grover.
Looks like they picking up where they left off at. Only 2 Bulldogs in the book.
Grover was 6. Out front, Rumley. Gives it up, Bond. Moving toward that wing area. Quick 3, McCown, shot no good. Rebound pulled away by Lovell. Noble, they've been getting pretty decent looks. Grover really feeling it. He came up firing that time, shot no good. Franklin cannot save it. It'll go to the Rockets. They've got some open threes. They just haven't been able to convert thus far.
Yes, indeed, T-Roy. And I guess I have to ask you, somebody who had 35 one night, do you just keep shooting those? They eventually fall, right?
Well, and I think they've gotten different guys. It hadn't been the same guy shooting those. They've all had, 2 or 3 of them have had pretty good looks. If you miss 2 or 3 like that, maybe you move in. My theory was you always moved into 10 or 15, got one down, then backed up again. As McCown, nice job there.
Nice stroke, T-Roy. Nice stroke by McCown.
Bray's got 4. I just always felt like as somebody who, kind of fashioned themselves as more of a scorer, I wanted to see where my range was. And if I wasn't hitting from outside, scoot in a little bit, try to make something happen on the offensive glass and then move yourself back out again. Get your confidence level up. Grover's got plenty of confidence right now. He bangs that one off the glass, and he's got 8.
You know what else he has? The green light.
Yes.
Grover hadn't made an assist yet. Well, nobody's making the basket, but he hadn't passed.
McCown spins and fires, and Franklin got him after the shot. They're going to say during. There was some body contact, Noble. I thought maybe it might have been after he got the shot up, but they're going to give him 2 here, but there was contact nonetheless. There's no doubt about that. Cornersville fans didn't like it.
He certainly got his arm. He certainly got his arm on the follow-through, T-Roy.
Yeah. McCown misfires on the first. We've talked about Bray, his maturing physically. Like him as a player, too. What to like about this group, Noble? You got a gritty group of guys, and all of them really play hard, got some things that they do well.
You have to do that, T-Roy. As Coach Chapman said, you don't have 6'6", 6'7", and 6'8" coming off the bench. So you got to do the intangibles, T-Roy.
A level out front, Bond doing the intangibles right now. He's playing good defense against Lovell.
He certainly is. He's locking him down right out here, T-Roy, and I mean way from the basket, too.
Here comes Meglis as McCown will get a break. Coach Chapman talking to him. That's the thing you like, Noble. You look here, Coach Chapman, if we get a shot, let's do it real quick, Gabe. If we could get a shot here at Coach Chapman. Look, just pointing out to McCown, little things that you want to do. That's good coaching.
Coaching him up, T-Roy.
Grover inside the forward. They'll funnel it back outside. Dump it back down low. Grover fall away, got it again. Man, he is absolutely having a game thus far.
Hey, he's leading scorer for the game with 10, T-Roy.
With a hand in his face. Porter, not bad defense that time, Noble.
Porter has played excellent defense all night. That's a kick ball, T-Roy.
Grover has made some tough shots, but Noble, the thing you like is he's just been really aggressive on the offensive end. He says, hey, I'm feeling it. I'm going to go right at you.
And I'll tell you what, I don't know if that's just confidence or part of the game plan, but he's not even looking to pass the ball.
He says, I'm good for 2. Just give it to me. Porter fall away from the corner. Bang. That was like in the backyard, Noble. I'm feeling it. I'm just going to take 1 foot, fall away in the corner, head the other way.
Speaking of a scoring machine, Porter got 9 himself, T-Roy.
He's been really consistent with his scoring effort this year. He's been quite an offensive factor. This time he tries to make a difference on the defensive end. They're going to call him for the foul.
Coach Chapman's trying to tell him to stay down, T-Roy. Just stay down.
Porter picks up the foul his first. This is going to send Lovell to the line. Gage Lovell trying to get untracked. As we said, he had 18 in the first meeting. The lefty deals the first toss good. I can remember him from last year, Noah. He's a really good shooter from the stripe. He made a living there late in the game, I think in the game here last year. Second toss good. Net barely moved. That's a good looking stroke. Harper up top, Bond. There's the kick. Cross court. Harper puts it on the floor. Kick back, Rummel steps into a 3. This one off the mark. Harper keeps it alive. Run down Porter. He'll fire from 3. Got him. Man, you talk about right now, he is comfortable from behind the arc. It's like a layup for Porter right now.
I thought he was running to track the ball down so it wouldn't go out of bounds, but he was
No, that's the thing I like about him, Noble. He's always looking to get a shot off. No, I'm not just going to save it. I'm going to get it in a position where I can fire it, and he did.
He didn't even look for somebody to pass the ball to, T-Roy.
Hey, and that's those two when you're this last one and that one falling away in the corner.
Yes, indeed.
And he didn't come after the basketball. He said, no, this one's good. I'm headed the other way. Y'all just join me on the other end.
Free ball, corner pocket, he said.
Picks up a loose ball there. Trying to let the carnage clear. Now he puts it on the floor. Gets inside. May have got partially blocked by Ford, who will clear the rebound.
Ford is a presence down there, T-Roy.
Yeah. 18-16 game. Forrest on top as we're under 4 minutes left here, second quarter. Pulling. Lovell over Porter, no good. Ford kept it alive, but into the hands of Bond, and here we go the other way. Porter stops. 3 ball on the way. This one no good. He is human.
He was feeling it, though.
Yeah, that's the one where you got a couple back. You know, yeah, it's 2-on-1 my way. I'm the one. I'm just going to pull the trigger. Deep corner 3. Woodard trying to answer, no good. Rebound inside Adcox, and he'll be fouled. Good hustle on the backside board there by Adcox. He'll be rewarded with a trip to the line, Cale Adcox.
Yes, indeed. There's a whole lot of hustle going on. This is exactly what you want in a young men's basketball game out here, T-Roy.
It's a chess match right now, going back and forth with each other. Adcox toss on the way, no good. Villazon back in. He'll give Porter a break. Davin's off to a hot start again. He's got 3 threes already and 12 points. No.
They're getting ready to see exactly who the foul will be officially on, T-Roy. We got to get that cleared up first before we shoot this last free throw to make sure the books are correct. So got to figure out who the foul was on.
McCown's back at the scores table to check in.
Because the number they put up it was not someone that the Rockets have on the court.
It's going to be Harper. Harper's first. Rockets have committed only 4 team fouls. 4 Rockets with 1 foul apiece. So right now, a good omen for them as far as being able to be aggressive in the second half. Yes, nobody in foul trouble.
Yes, indeed, T-Roy.
Adcox missed them both, pulled away by Bond. Now here's where you go have to spend that final 3 minutes on about a 10-2 run if you're the Rockets. Villazon to the corner. Back out front, Bond. Returns it now to Ben. Cross-court bounce pass, knocked away, picked back up by Villazon out top. Probing that Cornersville defense. Kick, 3, back iron, no good. Long rebound, Bond. Back to Harper again. Harper. Kick to Rumlin. We'll have a timeout taken. Timeout on the floor, 2:42 left here, second quarter. Rockets by 2.
You can't have it all. At Brooks Grocery, they've got farm fresh fruits and vegetables, a deli with a selection of freshly prepared favorites, Brooks specialties like Ava's pimento cheese and Adam's chicken salad, freshly made pies, cakes, and desserts, and who could possibly forget the best meat department you'll find anywhere. Great selection, online ordering, and friendly customer service. Brooks Grocery, the place you'll find your next favorite food.
And we return here to Chapel Hill, exactly what we expected. It's been a dogfight here, pardon the pun. 18-16 with 2:42 left here in the second quarter. Noble, team foul situation right now. Rockets with 4. Cornersville has 6. So next one puts the Forrest Rockets into the 1-1. Possession arrow right now in favor of Cornersville. Of course, plenty of timeouts left for everybody in the second half as well. That situation is in good shape for both teams. So right now, this one shaping up to be a really good one.
What's caught my eye, T-Roy, it's been a big man's game, but it hadn't been all big men down low, T-Roy.
Yeah.
The big men have shown up tonight, but they hadn't necessarily been playing impressive post play. They've been showing nice ability to be able to jump shoot. They've been shooting some nice jumpers out here.
They've been doing it a different way. You've had a little more traditional play from Grover and Franklin down low for Cornersville, but as we said, Porter, the big man for Forrest, he stepped outside beyond the arc.
And I mean the big man, and I ain't talking about size. I'm just talking about he's the big man leading scorer for him, T-Roy. He's showing up tonight. I think I got him down officially for 12 points.
Yeah. Bond, kick Villazon. Back to Bond, returns it to Ben. Slips between defenders, puts it up over Ford quickly. Will not drop, pulled away by Ford. Tough look for Villazon there as he got between defenders, and he didn't have much time to squeeze that shot off.
He didn't, and then you had Ford down there, so you're not going to go too much farther than that, so he had to pull up.
Ford from the elbow. Rumley draws the assignment of picking him up. Kicks it to Lovell and into the corner. And he's got some big hands, Noble.
Yes, he does.
He just handles that basketball easily. Knocked away, and Rockets get another shot here. Approaching the minute-and-a-half mark left here, second quarter. 2-point Rocket lead with the basketball. Gotta like it, Noble. Big crowd here on hand on a Friday night.
Yes, indeed, T-Roy. That's how you want to show up.
Villazon steps into this one. That stroke is sweet. Ben Villazon from downtown. He's got 5, and man, you leave him that open. That was a pretty jump shot.
Nice, sweet stroke. Just got to put a few more shots up. Give him a few more opportunities, Coach.
Little things as a scorer that I noticed, that you like about him. You watched him get close to the line. He was ready to catch it just outside the line. Ford inside, puts it up, shot no good. They'll crash the glass. Ford tries to save, ball on the floor, picked up by Villazon. He wasn't, 2 or 3 feet behind the arc. He was right there straddling it, ready to catch and shoot.
Presence, awareness, T-Roy.
Yeah. And those are just little things. Coaching, I'm sure they talk about those things, but things you pick up along that maybe you don't get told a lot, but you picked them up and really put them in your game. I mean, people like a 25, 30-foot Steph Curry shot, but the one from just outside the arc counts the same amount of points.
Hey, all equal, T-Roy.
Villazon cross-court tipped, but into the hands of Bond. Right back to Villazon. Woodard quickly out on him. Rumley penetrates, tries to get it up, got it knocked away out of bounds, and back to the Rockets with 6.2 seconds left. Plenty of time here.
Yes, indeed, T-Roy, and I tell you what, they milk the clock about as far as you can milk it. They'll get a good shot at it with 6.2.
Bond penetrates, puts it up, blocked away again by Ford. He didn't have an awful lot of things he could do with the basketball, just tried to get it up over Ford, and that is a tall task. Now 2.7 left.
It is a tall. You might have to try to go into his body and hope you get a foul called on him.
McCown out front. He'll fire from 3. Bounces around, no good, and that's how we'll close this first half of action. Rockets and the Bulldogs in a tight one. Cornersville led by 5 the first meeting. It's the Rockets by 5 here in game number 2. 21-16 here at the break.
Know that with Apex Banking Online, you can access your accounts, pay bills, and send money to friends and family anytime. Our online banking feature gives you the advantage of secure banking right from anywhere. With our mobile app and online services, banking has never been more convenient. We're here to serve you wherever you go. Visit us in Chapel Hill or call 931-246-7105. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Joseph Fowler and his outstanding staff are dedicated to providing the most effective, clinically superior physical therapy humanly possible. They make it easy to get back in the game by accepting most insurances, including Medicare. They specialize in total joint replacement rehab and orthopedic conditions. They'll help get your range of motion, flexibility, and your strength back. They even assist in dizziness and balance disorders. Get yourself back in the game at Benchmark Physical Therapy, 4654 Nashville Highway.
And welcome back here at halftime. Rockets holding a 5-point lead at 21-16. And we are joined here at halftime by Lady Rocket, Miss Mason Kirby. And Mason, tough one for you tonight. Just couldn't get it to go as a team. And Cornersville, pretty good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We definitely did not do the little things right, and that cost us in this game.
Talk about your numbers, of course, down, and you got Cadence on the sideline for a while. And talk about what it's like kind of trying to get everybody on the same page and kind of play through this.
So definitely losing Cadence and Mackenzie Kelm has been a big loss for us. We lost in size. And it has caused our freshmen to have to step up and mature faster than normal freshmen would have to. And Although we did play together last year, so I think our chemistry's not bad. We just have to learn to bring it out on the court.
Now, I've watched you a lot of times be out on the softball field in the mornings, taking extra practice. How long have you spent? That's a nice little Euro step inside with that left hand. How long have you been working on that?
Well, I usually try to stay every day after practice and work on that. And obviously, my shots weren't falling tonight, but you have those nights every once in a while.
Well, you've been asked to do quite a bit, and Coach had talked about it after the game. He said, we're asking Mason to do an awful lot right now. And being a senior, does it do you feel a little bit more pressure doing that, or is it something just, hey, I'm going to try to do what I can to help this team win?
I'm just trying my best to do whatever they ask me to do, and whatever they ask of me, I'm going to give it 110% every time, whether I fail or not.
Now, let's talk a little bit about, we'll go off subject for a minute. I know recruiting has heated up here. Any news that you can tell us about or want to share with us, or anything that's coming up?
Well, recently I signed with Lipscomb. Actually, I had my signing party today, but I'm now committed to Lipscomb.
Something you've always wanted to do.
Yes, sir. It's been my childhood dream.
And you've worked very hard. I know that's got to be like a real relief, and you don't have to worry about it heading into the season.
I know it's been a big weight off my shoulders, and I'm just really blessed to have that opportunity.
Going back to basketball for just a minute, we'll let you go. But this season, of course, you talk about maybe you get Cadence back after Christmas. She's really worked hard on her rehab, and just talk about what you expect here in these next 4 or 5 games before you get set to go back into that district grind.
I think we definitely need to clean up the little mistakes like I mentioned earlier, and just effort's a big thing for us right now, being a smaller and younger team and doing the little things. We have to emphasize on that.
Mason, thanks as always for joining us. Best of luck on this season.
Thank you.
Miss Mason Kirby joining us here at halftime, and we'll take another break. We'll be back with more here on TC Sports 1.
Don't know what I would do without you to show me the way and the truth. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you.
Your local agents, Scott Bond and Troy Cashin. Are you moving to the area and need a place to store your possessions? Are you trying to declutter your existing space or needing a place to park your boat, RV, truck, trailer, or camper? There's a simple solution. It's Highway 99 Storage. Conveniently located off Highway 99 and James King Road, it's a lighted, secure, and fenced-in area to keep your valuables safe. New units available with climate control. Call 364-5678 to rent. That's Highway 99 Storage.
Funeral home and cremation services had its beginning in 1939 when Thomas H. Lawrence established the business. Lawrence Funeral Home has always strived to provide compassionate, dignified, and professional service to every family it serves, regardless of their circumstances. Lawrence Funeral Home pledges to the families of Marshall and surrounding counties to continue providing excellence in funeral service. In your time of need, our family is there for your family. Lawrence Funeral Home and Cremation Service.
Stop in and visit Mac Equipment, your largest Exmark and Cub Cadet dealer in the state of Tennessee. Locally owned and operated in the heart of Chapel Hill at 109 North Horton Parkway, next to Southern Roots Hair Salon. Mac Equipment offers parts, sales, service, and rental. Their factory-certified technicians also service multiple brands of outdoor power equipment, making this a perfect stop for your future equipment repairs. Don't forget to visit our 2 other locations in Murfreesboro and Lewisburg. That's Mac Equipment.
And welcome back here at halftime. We'll take a look at your scoring totals here for both squads in the first half. For the Rockets, it was Bray McCown with 4 in the first half. Davin Porter really had a nice first half. 12 for him here at halftime. Ben Villazon with 5. Only 3 Rockets scoring in that first half, but they lead by 5, 21-16. For Cornersville, Gage Lovell held on with 2 in the first half. Hayden Grover with a really nice first half for him. He picked up 10 to lead the Bulldogs, and Ben Franklin with 4. So only 3 Rockets, only 3 Bulldogs in the scoring column here at halftime as the Rockets hold that 5-point cushion, 21-16. And while we got a few moments, let's run down the TC Sports 1 schedule for you here over the next couple of weeks pre-Christmas. We'll be back with you on Tuesday as Fayetteville City will make their way into Chapel Hill for a 6 o'clock tip time. Our broadcast will begin at about 5:30. Also, following that following Friday, it will be Liberty Creek making their return visit here to Chapel Hill. First time into Chapel Hill will be the second game of the season between those two squads. We'll have that one on December the 9th for you. On December the 13th, which is a Tuesday night, we'll travel to Lynchburg, where the Rockets and Lady Rockets will take on Moore County. And then to close out our pre-Christmas schedule, it will be on December the 16th. That will be a Friday. It will be home here for Eagleville. So we'll still have 4 more contests for you pre-Christmas. Then we will take the Christmas break off as the teams will play in the classic basketball tournaments, and then we'll be back with you on January the 3rd as Moore County will make their way into Chapel Hill. That's your TC Sports 1 pre-Christmas schedule. Still a couple of minutes before tip. Let's make some money for our sponsors here. We'll take another break. We'll be back.
Hometown banking. It's having your decisions made by a bank right here in your town, not in another city, county, or even state. It's neighbors and friends who know your name and take the time to greet you when you walk in. It's modern technology such as online banking and mobile check deposits while still being able to talk to a living, breathing human. Come visit us at 4641 Nashville Highway or call us at 364-7888. First Commerce Bank, your first choice for hometown banking, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Moving forward with strong tradition. It's the town's motto, but it holds so true today. The town of Chapel Hill is balancing expanded growth with preserving the small town traditions that make it special. The town's administration and employees would like to take this time to reaffirm their commitment to the citizens of Chapel Hill and to wish the Rockets and Lady Rockets success in their upcoming seasons. From the home of the Lions Super Bowl of the South, the town of Chapel Hill says, "Go Rockets!"
And welcome back here at halftime. Troy Cash and Noble Mays. Mr. Peter Wilson with our production tonight, and Gabe Hall bringing you the fine camera work as we are happy to bring you another edition of Forrest Athletics here on TC Sports 1. Noble, really good high school basketball game. You love these kind of matchups because you've got fan bases that are really invested, right on the line for both of these fan groups. They want to see their team get over the hump, carry bragging rights. Of course, the Lady Bulldogs, they earn bragging rights as they win the season series, sweep it 2-0 over the Lady Rockets. The Rockets are looking to hold court of their own. They're looking to sweep the season series over the Bulldogs here and leave us tied at 2 apiece.
Yes, indeed. And it's just a simple case. The boys' game, much more competitive. You usually get that in high school sports, but that was a fine Lady Bulldog team that we was able to see here tonight. So they'll probably get dibs on a lot of teams they play out throughout the year. But this game that we're looking at right now, I fully anticipate that fourth quarter be something to keep an eye on. I think, T-Roy, it will all boil down to if the Bulldogs can keep some of the big men out of foul trouble.
Yeah, and I was really surprised, Noble, with the success that they had early on. You didn't see Franklin an awful lot in that second quarter. You saw Ford some, but Franklin had an impact on the game to begin with. You didn't see him go over a lot of minutes the second quarter.
2 fouls will do that for you, T-Roy. You give him 2 fouls early in the game, you got to sit for the second quarter.
Yeah, you know, he's just such an important part of that offense. You hate to chance it. I know that's
I know, but you know math better than I do. You don't want 3 fouls in the first half.
You know, and here's the thing, Noble. There are some players that you know can play with fouls a little better than others, and maybe the coaching staff knows, hey, if he gets that second one, there's a big danger he may get number 3. So, you know, they know their players a whole lot better. You think you want him on the floor every chance you can get him there.
And here's the thing, T-Roy, regardless of what the sport is, you want your players to play however they usually play. Yeah. And if that means they play a certain style, basketball may not be the thing you want them to do with 2 fouls early in the game.
Cornersville, good defense, but good ball movement by the Rockets. Rumley gets inside, little runner, no good, but we're going to have a foul as he came across the lane. I think they're going to give the late foul to Grover. Grover had a big first half. That's his second foul. He had 10 at halftime.
I'll say it again, T-Roy. I think what it'll boil down to, if the Bulldogs can stay out of foul trouble, that may dictate how the fourth quarter goes. If all the big boys for Bulldogs sitting down, this game here will be over fairly quickly come fourth quarter.
Rumley misfires on the first one. Rockets have had an uncharacteristic night from the line. They're just 1 of 5 thus far. Now 1 of 6. Rebound pulled away.
I'm glad you mentioned that, T-Roy. Even though the Bulldogs may find themselves in foul trouble, you still got to knock down them free ones.
Right, you got to make them pay. Lead stays at 5. Level out top. They'll push it around the horn. Neat had to take a seat as well. He's back on the floor here. Dumps down low. Grover with a nice catch. Little soft shot. A little too soft. Left that one short. Now we got a foul inside, and there's number 3 on Franklin.
See what I mean, T-Roy? You do the math for me, T-Roy. That's a minute and 18 seconds going into the quarter. So
yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yep.
So Coach Norwood players better than we do. That may be why they set him down.
Yeah. And now, you know, you got to take a chance on either leaving him in here and picking up 4, or you got to bring Ford off the bench pretty quick.
Same scenario we just said, T-Roy.
Porter, they got him free from the corner. Shot no good. Rebound pulled away on a nice box out by the Bulldogs. Woodard with the board, and now outlet now. Here comes Lovell. Cut off by Bond. Dumps it low. Franklin inside, and he'll be fouled by Porter.
Look like the game plan still the same, T-Roy. Take the ball down low regardless of who's in there.
Well, and here's the thing as a defender right now, Noble. If I know that guy's got 3 on him, I'm really playing close to him right now because I want him to lean into me and maybe pick up that 4th without ever shooting the basketball.
I want to say something to you real clear, T-Roy. I don't know basketball that well, but I pay attention. Remember, it was the first half that Coach Chapman asked Porter to stay down, remember? Mm-hmm. So maybe Porter got to keep in mind what coach is teaching him.
Franklin missed them both. Possession error after they tie up underneath goes to the Rockets. And I'm just thinking on my own, Noble, when I was playing, if I knew that guy had 3, I was going to be up on him a little bit more, hoping he would get it up high and turn maybe and commit that offensive foul before he ever got a shot off.
I'll give you that.
McCown inside, and we got a foul. No, they're going to say offensive foul on Bray. Maybe use that offhand to gain position.
Yeah, he certainly did, T-Roy, and it's been explained to him. Coach did a great job of explaining to him so he can keep his composure.
Now, the other thing was I wasn't quick enough to do that an awful lot.
I understand.
I had to know my limitations. Yeah. And quickness was definitely a big one. Lovell kicking the corner. 3 ball on the way. Neat, good. That was a tough jumper with a hand coming. Neat connects. He had 8 in the first game. He's only got 3. That's his first 3 of the night. Porter spins. He'll fire against Franklin off the back iron, no good, but the rebound comes into the hands of Billazon, who can't get it to go.
Second chance opportunity there, T-Roy, for the Rockets.
Grover wanted that one.
Yes,
Double team comes quickly, though. Lovell. Bond did a really nice job defensively on him. He had 18 in game 1. He's got 2 here tonight. Those come to the free throw line.
That's how you end up being player of the game without even being in the stat book. Bond.
You're right. Woodard out top. Penetrates and kicks. Lovell leans inside with a left hand. We're going to have a foul.
Lovell pressed the issue that time. T-Roy went straight into his body, forced something to happen that time.
That was Noble, a really nice offensive move because, as you said, he realized he had a step, and he really pressured Bond that time because he was either going to foul or just give him an easy layup.
He had leverage against him, T-Roy, and as you said, he had 18 in the first contest. I didn't even see him, but if you tell me a high school player had 18 points, that tells me he has an arsenal on offense.
Eyes the mark, second one on the way, no good. Rebound pulled away. Uncharacteristic. Couple of misses there for Lovell. Lead stays at 2. Billazon between defenders. Cut off now at top. Bond. Getting serious now. These guys really hunkering down defensively. Shots are hard to come by, open ones anyway. Billazon trying to get between defenders is foul. That's going to be Woodard, his first. They're racking up the fouls here early in the quarter. Both teams with 3. Porter faces up, gets inside Rumley. Backs his way down into the corner. McCown steps back, gets behind the line. 3 ball, no good. Rebound pulled away by Neat. Good penetration by Rumley. He wrapped it into the corner where McCown had a shot, just couldn't get it to drop. Now Franklin inside the hoop and one.
Playing with those 3 fouls. Coach decided to leave him in this time, T-Roy.
That time just a simple miscommunication by the Rockets. He was way too open that time, Noble. It was easy.
Hey, they just dropped it off into him, and I'll tell you what, he knew what to do with it once he got it in there,
Yeah.
T-Roy.
Yeah, that was one of those, I'm big enough, I just turn around and drop this one in.
And he did. And now he got another chance to drop this one in.
First 5 of the quarter goes to Cornersville, and Coach Chapman's got to be thinking the third quarter Blues have hit again. Miss off the back, and really, Noble, I thought we could have had a foul over the back there on Grover, but it would be out of bounds off Cornersville. We'll head the other way. Franklin now, you talk about candidates. This is a close game, 21-21. You're thinking about late. Franklin right now 0 for 4 from the line, so keep that in the back of your memory banks for late in the game.
And I kept that little comment to myself with the officials. Rather than call the foul on Grover, you just give the ball to the Rockets, T-Roy.
Along the baseline, hanging in the air. Meglis shot no good. Rebound to Grover. Josh Meglis is checked in. Excuse me, I said Josh. Ryan Meglis. Looking at Josh Rumley when I said that. Rumley the other way. Bounce pass Meglis inside, up and under. Shot put up, no good, will not fall. That was a really nice move up and under by Meglis, but couldn't get it to drop.
Nice footwork, got the defender up in there, it just didn't fall.
Need out top, Lovell. He's on a wing Woodard. They'll work it around the perimeter. Neat funnels it to Grover. Got caught up in the air, but had a safety valve there to Lovell. In the corner, 15-footer on the way, Grover, no good. Rebound pulled away by Meglis.
Shots just not falling this time for Grover. Still got a hand in his face. They just not falling in the second half.
Somebody needs to take a timeout, get up there and take the lid off of that rim right now for the Rockets. 5 minutes gone by here in the third quarter without a point.
Need to go down low with it.
Franklin on the reach in there. It could have been number 4. Bond, we're runner in the lane. Too strong off the back iron, pulled away by Grover.
Keep in mind, you got a veteran official crew, T-Roy. They ain't going to call nothing ticky-tack on the big man now.
And if you're Franklin, that's the way you want it. I mean, that's exactly how you want it. Franklin inside, gets his way as he puts it up and in. You can't let him get that close, Noble, or it's going to be 2.
Hey, you got to get him out of there, T-Roy. You got to root him out of there a little bit.
7-0 run here in the third quarter by the Bulldogs. They've retaken the lead, 23-21. Ball poked away, here we go. Neat the other way. Double team coming. Ball knocked away by Rumley out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Harper now will check back in for the Rockets.
Number 2, Mason Harper. Checks into the game for the Rockets.
Rumley's going to check out. And Nova, I do like the fact Coach Chapman right now, he's got Villazon and Porter on the floor. He's got some guys that can put the ball in the basket to break this drought.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Inbounds it comes. Lovell with it. Bond will step out. Once again, these guys have really locked down each other on their respective defensive ends.
It's been great defense on both ends all night, T-Roy.
Now we got to travel. They're trying to go down low, and you like that, Noble. I like what Cornersville's doing. They're trying to isolate Franklin down inside, give him a side of the lane and let him operate.
Yes, indeed. And they've been that's been the game plan since the start for Bulldogs. They've been trying to go low.
And he's got such size at the high school level and strength. It's hard to get him off the block. If you just get him there and say, all right, you camp out, get somebody behind you, we're just going to get the ball to you and let you operate.
Size is one thing, but he has impressive strength for a high school player.
He does. Foul again on Woodard there. Second on him, team's 4th. Almost a turnover. Meglis forces the issue. We're going to have a blocking foul. That one's going to go on Neat. That'll be 3 on him. He spent much of the first half on the bench with 2 early fouls. Adcox will check in for him again. McCown's going to check back in for the Rockets, replacing Meglis.
Yeah, as you said, T-Roy, Neat hadn't had a lot of time to play tonight as a result of foul trouble as well.
Porter gets it inside Villazon. Fakes in the lane. McCown takes it up with a left hand. Shot may have gotten partially blocked, cleared by the Rockets, and McCown got caught in no man's land. He was leaning that time, Noble, and Woodard just held his ground and made McCown fall into him.
Excellent play. You got to credit Woodard for that, T-Roy.
Yeah. That's a smart play. You just picked up another foul on the opposition and a player that's going to be an offensive threat for the Rockets.
Well, it gives you one step closer to going to the free throw line, T-Roy.
Exactly. 5-5 is the foul count right now. Rockets still looking at a goose egg here in the third quarter. Bounce down low, Franklin. McCown's going to battle for it. Alternating possession, leaves it with the Bulldogs. Like the hustle by McCown. He said, you know what, Franklin, you got strong hands, but I'm going to get down here, hands, knees, everything, get a hold of this basketball.
He got in there, T-Roy. He got down there, and that's what you want. That's what Coach Chapman said. He wants his young men playing just like that.
Villazon racing down forward. He was going to try to see if Lovell would turn back into him, where he was going to just strip that one, take it in and lay it up. But Noble, that was a good job by Lovell.
Yes, it was. Excellent ball handling skills, too, by Lovell.
Across the lane, puts it up, got it, and won. Now, you talk about a big time to have a great play. That was big from Lovell. That's his first field goal of the night, and it came at a great time for the Bulldogs.
He made all that happen, T-Roy. It was the ball handling skills, first of all, that did it, but he had a little slight hesitation as well, and he waited on a little contact.
Missed the free throw again, but he ran it down. They get another opportunity up by 4. Inside block from behind. Harper got a piece of that one. He said, you know what, you may have gotten in here one time, but don't come back again.
Yes, indeed, and the crowd got a little riled with that one, I think because of the way his body went to the ground, T-Roy.
Adcox in the corner. Matched up against Villazon. Killed the dribble, gives it to Grover. Swings it cross court. 35 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Looks like they're going to play for the final shot here. Adcox up front, Grover. 23 and counting. Bond up on Lovels. He gets in the paint again, squeezes it up with the left hand, no good. McCown took a spill as the Rockets clear it. Inside, Harper hangs in the air, shot no good, tip no good. Harper goes back, gets it again, fall away good. They needed that one oh so desperately. They were looking at a goose egg in the third before Harper scores one just before the end of the quarter, but all is not lost. Despite only 2 in the quarter, they trail by only 2, that being the Rockets heading into the fourth.
Know that with Apex Banking Online, you can access your accounts, pay bills, and send money to friends and family anytime. Our online banking feature gives you the advantage of secure banking right from anywhere. With our mobile app and online services, banking has never been more convenient. We're here to serve you wherever you go. Visit us in Chapel Hill or call 931-246-7105. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Joseph Fowler and his outstanding staff are dedicated to providing the most effective, clinically superior physical therapy humanly possible. They make it easy to get back in the game by accepting most insurances, including Medicare. They specialize in total joint replacement rehab and orthopedic conditions. They'll help get your range of motion, flexibility, and your strength back. They even assist in dizziness and balance disorders. Get yourself back in the game at Benchmark Physical Therapy, 4654 Nashville Highway.
We return here to Chapel Hill. Rockets hoping they could put another 21 on the board as they did in the first meeting in that fourth quarter against Cornersville because they could muster only 2 here in the third.
9-2 differential, T-Roy, in favor of the Bulldogs in the third quarter.
This has been a defensive contest. 10, 11, and 2 for the Rockets in the 3 quarters. 8, 8, and 9 for the Bulldogs. McCown with it. Backs it out. Out of Bond. Little mismatch here. Porter out top. He'll pull the trigger from 15. Bounces around, no good. Rebound to Cornersville. Neat back in the game with those 3 personal snags of rebound.
Now you can play with 3 fouls. It's fourth quarter. You can play the game out now with your starters.
Lovell. Bond's just going to let him pat the rock out there for a little while. Lovell more than content right now. His team's up by 2. He says, you know what? We're going to get what we want. Penetrates, picks up the dribble, leans into Bond. No foul. Rebound pulled away by Villazon.
He's asking the official why the call wasn't made.
Yeah, he was looking for the contact there. Didn't get the call. Now Bond have his turn, trying to get his team into the correct position to get them back on top or at least tied. McCown backs his way down. Spin move. Player hits the deck. Bond on a wing, and see what we got. 3-second violation, I do believe.
Yes, indeed. When Villazon went, when McCown went down there, turned his little pivot, he never left, T-Roy.
Not something you see called an awful lot.
You don't, but you get enough crowds, fans hollering at you, and the young man never leave the post. Got to get him out of there.
Neat. Trying to get there with a double team. Out front, pass knocked away. Franklin trying to get it. It'll be out of bounds off of Franklin. Good hustle by Mason Harper.
Yes, indeed. Harper reached in there, got a hand on it. As a result, ball come off of the leg of Franklin.
And if I'm the Bulldogs or if I'm the Rockets, that's where I want Franklin, 25 feet away from the basket.
Exactly, and that's all you can ask for, T-Roy. He's hoping to look to pass it from out there.
Jimmy Bond gets inside, shot no good. McCown tried to tip it. I think Cornersville got a hand on it, then they clear it. Franklin, you see he and Porter down low. Woodard, shot put up, no good. Rebound to Porter, and here comes Villazon. Neat giving chase. Villazon gives it up now to Porter. Porter down the lane, little runner, no good. Rebound McCown, he'll put it up and in. Bray from the backside, and that was a good offensive rebound by McCown.
I tell you what, it was Porter who cleared all that space out for him when he went hard to the basket, though.
But good basketball recognition, Noble. When you see a guy going opposite side, get on the opposite side yourself for the offensive rebound.
Yes, indeed.
Especially when the penetration like that's going to pull an extra defender. Pull up Lovell, no good. That hung on the rim. Grover got a hand on it. His shot deflected. They'll go out of bounds off of Grover, who got a hand on it last. The Rockets will get it back. Let's take a break. We'll catch a breath. We'll be back.
You can't have it all. At Brooks Grocery, they've got farm fresh fruits and vegetables, a deli with a selection of freshly prepared favorites, Brooks specialties like Ava's pimento cheese and Adam's chicken salad, freshly made pies, cakes, and desserts. And who could possibly forget the best meat department you'll find anywhere? Great selection, online ordering, and friendly customer service. Brooks Grocery, the place you'll find your next favorite food.
And welcome back. We got a tie game, 25 apiece as we approach the 5-minute mark. And no, these are the times where your coaches are going to look throughout this contest. They're going to see what they feel in this contest. They're going to see what direction they feel like down the stretch they need to go and make their adjustments accordingly.
I don't know, Troy, if the Bulldogs have made an adjustment, and I don't know that I will. They have been from day one, from the tip, been throwing the ball down to the post, and that has been successful when they've been able to get it down there. You don't change that up. It's 25-25. Keep feeding the post, and then maybe they'll go to the free throw line at least.
You know, the thing I want to see, though, we talked about it a little bit during the break, I want to see those post players be a little bit more aggressive calling for the basketball. They're kind of wandering across the paint. You know, get down in there and make yourself available. Porter gets in the paint, little runner from Davin, left it short. Rebound tipped by the Rockets out of bounds. It'll go back the other way. Porter got around Franklin and got a good look, just left it a little short.
Yes, he did, T-Roy. Just want to try to get that one up high enough, maybe bounce off the rim for you or something, bounce in.
Under 5 left. Lovell with it in rear court. Rockets applying a little pressure now. Pass into front court, intercepted by Villazon. Clears it, here comes Bond. Leaves it with Villazon. Little shake and bait. Gets into the lane, kick to Rumley. High arcing shot, no good, out of bounds. Back to Cornersville.
It looked like for a second the Rockets had a little leverage. They had them out of balance on defense, but they let them get away.
Here's what I like. They haven't gone to that pressure throughout the game. Here we are late. They're throwing it at them. Cornersville gets it in front with Lovell. Inside, nice catch, Franklin. That's how you beat the pressure, but that was an excellent job by Franklin of making himself available, going up, getting the basketball, putting it in. Harper from three, no good. A couple of shots on those last two trips Coach Chapman not happy with.
Going back earlier, Franklin did a great job of posting up with his body, used those big hands to grab that ball out of the air, T-Roy.
Yeah, that's the strength. Just goes up, snatches that one out of the air and puts it home easily. Cross court now into the corner, Neat, open from three. It brought rain, but it got his mark. That was a high arcing jumper by Carter Neat, his second triple of the night. 30-25 Bulldogs.
Neat only has 6 points, but that was a huge basket.
Hesitation by Bond, turns the corner, puts it up and in. First two of the night for Jimmy, but that's a big one. Within three now, 3:20 left.
Everybody hitting timely baskets, T-Roy.
Pace picking up here as the Rockets want to turn this more into a full court game. Kicked by Bond on the double team. I like the adjustment though, Noble. Turning up the heat right now.
Both teams have 4 timeouts, T-Roy.
Lovell. Back out front, he's got control of it. Approaching the 3-minute mark, there's the high screen. Pass, tried to go up the top there with Grover. Intercepted and the Rockets the other way. Porter. Picked it up on the sideline. Coach Chapman says, hey, let's take a little time, settle this thing down, and get a good look. We'll take a break. We'll return. Cornersville by 3.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Go, come on! Yes, let's go!
When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
Well, everyone, settle in. Hope you got your drinks. Made a quick trip to the fridge as we head down the stretch here. 30-27 Cornersville. Rockets have the basketball, and Noble team foul situation right now. 6 for the Rockets, 5 for the Bulldogs. Possession arrow in favor of Cornersville.
Cornersville hadn't done a great job of knocking down the free throws, T-Roy. Keep that in mind.
Bond from 3. Bang. Bond. Jimmy Bond. Rumley knocks it away on the other end. Goes into the student section. Jimmy Bond hadn't scored until the last 2 possessions, and he's got them tied up now at 30.
Bond. Jimmy Bond. T-Roy, I need the student section to do a better job of catching their own classmate. They got to do a better job of catching him when he go off into the crowd there.
Man, that was ice in his veins by Bond right there, man. The catch guy coming right at him, and he just stuck it. 30-30 game. Inbounds, knocked away again by Rumley. Picked back up by Cornersville. Harper racing the other way, trying to impede the progress of Woodard, and we got a foul. You talk about getting after them right now, Noble. They are making Cornersville speed up what they want to do.
Yes, indeed. And as a result of that, they have sped up the game as well, T-Roy. Here we go. It's the free throw.
1 and 1 coming up here. Big free throws the rest of the way. Everyone's big. Woodard toss got it. Dwayne Woodard's first of the night rattles home. 31-30. Bulldogs, and one thing you look at right now, Noble, as Woodard 1 for 2. Rockets are only 1 for 6 from the line. 2:27 left here.
Basically what you're telling me, no one is doing well from the free throw line.
Yeah, 31-30 game. Harper working around now at about Steph Curry range outside the arc. We got a reach in there over the back on. No, they didn't give it to Franklin. They're going to give it to Woodard.
Woodard reached in, T-Roy. Reached in, tried to get the ball, grab some wrist.
That's 3 now on Woodard. Next one puts the Rockets into the 1 and 1. Rumley into the paint. Jump step, puts it up, will not drop. Porter's tip blocked from behind by Neat and pulled away by Cornersville. Stolen by Rumley. Rumley inside in traffic. Whoa. We got intentional there. That was like PBR, professional rodeo, as he just got collared. That was like roping a steer, Noble.
Yeah, that was one of those, I guess, maybe frustration, T-Roy. You had a turnover, and you didn't keep your composure that time. So a little extra aggression. Don't get some free throws and the ball.
Rumley will step to the stripe here. Josh 0 for 2 tonight, now 0 for 3. Noble, he's that guy you can count on, though. He's going to give you that kind of effort. He'll make that play late in the game, get in the passing lane, just do something. Missed them both. They'll get it back, however. The intentional foul coming on the Bulldogs inside. So now Forrest will get it back. And again, just 1 of 8 from the stripe. If you lose this one, you don't have to look very far. Pass inbounds knocked away, and then Cornersville almost gave it right back.
We're going to have to use a timeout in a second. One of the coaches going to have to calm their boys down.
They did give it back. I thought it was going to go to the Bulldogs, but it instead goes to the Rockets. They try to throw it off of Neat, but Franklin ends up picking it up. Lose it again. Back inside Harper, and he's fouled. My goodness. Noble, right now, you just got to find somebody that wants to hang on to the basketball. Everybody has fumble fingers right now.
Roy, there's a lot of loose hands off in there, a lot of slapping and all that. So I tell you what, I think we're going to shoot a lot of free throws these last minute and 47 seconds.
We got to start making a few. Grover's foul is his third. It's going to send Harper to the line, who ended up with it inside, and he said, you know what, I got it in the paint. I'm going to put it up, which is exactly what you want to do. You don't want to get stuck in that lane and get 3 called on you.
No, you certainly don't. You got to put it up. So shooting 2, T-Roy.
Mason Harper's first trip to the line tonight. Crowd getting loud. He settles, he fires, and he scores. Mason Harper has tied it at 31. Nice looking stroke from the Summit transfer. Trying to make a name for himself here in Chapel Hill. The second toss on the way and good. 2 pressure-packed free throws by Harper, and the Rockets have taken a 1-point lead. Time out on the floor. We'll take a break. Don't you
You can't have it all. At Brooks Grocery, they've got farm fresh fruits and vegetables, a deli with a selection of freshly prepared favorites, Brooks specialties like Ava's pimento cheese and Adam's chicken salad, freshly made pies, cakes, and desserts. And who could possibly forget the best meat department you'll find anywhere? Great selection, online ordering, and friendly customer service. Brooks Grocery, the place you'll find your next favorite food.
And we return, Noble. 1:47 left. Both teams in the 1-1 right now. Possession arrow in favor of Cornersville as the Rockets lead by 1, 32-31.
Home team has 2 timeouts remaining. Visiting team has 4, T-Roy. And you better believe all 6 timeouts will be called in 1 minute and 47 seconds.
Yeah. You got to think, too, Noble, right now, both these teams, and I like the adjustment Coach Chapman made with about 5 minutes left. He went to the press. That has kind of changed the tempo of this game.
Yes, it has, and it sped up the conversation that we're having also in the broadcast, and a lot of hand slapping going on out there as well right now.
Inbounds. They get it level. Center of the court, Grover. With numbers, ball knocked away from behind by Rumley. Harper will run it down, turnover, back the other way. Now Bond with it. You want to get it into the hands of Jimmy. Let him get a good shot here. Under 1.5 minutes. Once again, they get the turnover off the pressure. Villazon to Porter. Right now, Noble, you don't have to force anything. Bond, they get a good screen for him. Gets inside in the land of the Giants. Shot blocked away. Run down, but saved by the Rockets. Porter penetrates inside, little runner, no good. Rebound tipped around, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. And I think it's going to be on the Rockets, Jimmy Bond. Let's see. Yep. Bond picks up the foul, his third, and we're going to walk the other way. Noble had a couple of looks here. Bond's fourth. I had him with only 3. I missed one somewhere. Neat to the line. He has not made an appearance there as of yet. Toss, good. Gabe, I don't know if you can get it or not, but over on the side, you got to watch these young folks over here. You talk about making some noise. You got to see these little fellas, man. They are into it. They know how to make some noise. Second toss, good. To no avail. They made a nice effort. But the Bulldogs have retaken the lead. Another timeout taken. We'll be back.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on! Yes, let's go!
When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
And we return. Noble, both of these teams, whoever loses tonight is going to point at free throw shooting. Rockets are 3 of 10. Bulldogs right now are 5 of 15. It has been a back and forth battle here, down to the final minute. Bond to Villazon, little shake and bake. Ben gets him airborne, fires from 15, no good. A rebound high forward is Rumley. The save, Villazon in the paint, little 8-footer, no good. Porter trying to keep it alive. There's a scrum, and let's see what we got. Jump ball situation, alternating possession goes to the Bulldogs here with 41.7 seconds left. If you're the Rockets right now, Noble, don't have to foul immediately.
No, you do not, T-Roy. It's 41.7. Visiting team is up by 1. You do not have to foul. You remember, they've been putting pressure on them, so try to get them turned over up here.
Go ahead.
You don't have to foul until they cross the half-court line.
Lost the handle, ball out of bounds. Oh, it will stay with the Bulldogs. They say off the hand of Villazon, who had gotten over there with Neat, trying to retrieve that basketball. That's a tough one.
All that happened on the home side.
Right now, Noble, they got to find Lovell. He's your main ball handler. He has not handled the press. He's not handled the ball against the press the last couple times. Good job by the Rockets of denying him. But if you're the Bulldogs, I got to get the ball in the hands of my best ball handler and try to break this pressure.
And he certainly has proven to be quite a nifty ball handler. So I don't know why you wouldn't get it next to him. Keep an eye, T-Roy. You might mess around and get a foul on the Rockets in a situation like this. They're going to try to keep the ball out of Lovell's hand.
18 fouls on both teams. Inbounds to Neat. Neat double team. Gives it in rear court. Villazon guarding Woodard closely. Gets across the time stripe. And let's see, do we have a timeout or the foul first?
Call the foul, T-Roy.
Foul on Villazon. So Ben has picked up his third now. Still 1-1. 2 big ones here. Woodard, who is 1 of 2 from the stripe. Toss, no good. Rebound, Rumley. Bond with 25 left. Noble, now do you take the timeout, set up a final play, and try to milk it down?
I think you try to play in the offense that you're playing in. Take advantage of the leverage.
Villazon, step back, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, battle for, pulled away by Grover, who is fouled immediately. Got a good look, Noble. He stepped back, got himself some space, had a 15-footer off the elbow that would not drop. Foul given immediately by Rumley.
I like Coach Chapman didn't call the timeout. I like it. They had a nice little flow going on, and he let it play out.
Grover has not been to the stripe here tonight. It is a double bonus now. That's the 10th team foul on the Rockets. Toss on the way, no good. Rattled in and out. So right now, Noble, 10 seconds left, 10.2. So you do not have to have a 3 here. You got plenty of time to get a good shot.
You certainly do, T-Roy. That miss right there leaves an opportunity that you don't have to take the long ball.
Second toss, good. 2-point ball game. We could be looking at some bonus basketball here in Chapel Hill. Bond weaving his way through defenders. 6, 5, Harper from 3. Shot no good. Rebound pulled away by Woodard. He'll be fouled in rear court as time expires. And the Cornersville Bulldogs have come to Chapel Hill and picked up the win. Your final here from Forrest High School in a great basketball game here tonight. Low scoring affair, but the Bulldogs eke out the win. 34-32 is your final. We'll be back to wrap it up.
Don't know what I would do without you to show me the way and the truth. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you.
Your local agents, Scott Bond and Troy Cashin. Are you moving to the area and need a place to store your possessions? Are you trying to declutter your existing space or needing a place to park your boat, RV, truck, trailer, or camper? There's a simple solution. It's Highway 99 Storage. Conveniently located off Highway 99 and James King Road, it's a lighted, secure, and fenced-in area to keep your valuables safe. New units available with climate control. Call 364-5678 to rent. That's Highway 99 Storage.
Funeral home and cremation services had its beginning in 1939 when Thomas H. Lawrence established the business. Lawrence Funeral Home has always strived to provide compassionate, dignified, and professional service to every family it serves, regardless of their circumstances. Lawrence Funeral Home pledges to the families of Marshall and surrounding counties to continue providing excellence in funeral service. In your time of need, our family is there for your family. Lawrence Funeral Home and Cremation Service.
Stop in and visit Mac Equipment, your largest Exmark and Cub Cadet dealer in the state of Tennessee. Locally owned and operated in the heart of Chapel Hill at 109 North Horton Parkway, next to Southern Roots Hair Salon. Mac Equipment offers parts, sales, service, and rental. Their factory-certified technicians also service multiple brands of outdoor power equipment, making this a perfect stop for your future equipment repairs. Don't forget to visit our 2 other locations in Murfreesboro and Lewisburg. That's Mac Equipment.
Wow. Quieted down just a little bit here, Noble. It was a decibel level like you were sitting at a Kansas City Chiefs game late in the contest as everybody was into it here. Cornersville makes the plays down the stretch that they needed, just enough to win. 34-32 here tonight.
Yes, indeed, T. Roy, and wasn't really the difference in the game, but that they hit a free throw right at the end they needed, but they found a way to be up by 1 towards the end of the game, T. Roy, and you know better than I know because you play basketball. You change all the dynamics of the game when you can manage to be up by 1, particularly in a high school basketball game with less than a minute and a half or 2 left.
You know, the Rockets had a couple of looks late in the contest. Villazon, I liked. You got a guy that can get his own shot. He got a 15-footer, wouldn't drop. You got Harper, who had a good look. Nobody there on him. He was outside the arc, but he didn't have a hand in his face. Just missed that shot. They tried to keep it alive, and as they got the foul late, the official said clock had expired, so we didn't have to walk to the other end, and the Bulldogs ended up picking up the win. That was what you expect, a hard-fought basketball game between 2 teams that really battled hard.
I know I hate when individuals say this, T. Roy. Hard-fought game, somebody had to lose. That's one of those where you would not have mind maybe trying to get a little overtime or something. That's just one of those you wouldn't mind seeing a couple more minutes put on the clock.
Yeah, it's a heartbreaker for the Rockets. Drops them to 1-4 on the season. Cornersville, big win for them here tonight. 2 players in double figures for the Bulldogs. Hayden Grover with 11. Ben Franklin with 10. It was Carter Neat with 8. Gage Lovell with 4. Blaine Woodard with 1 for the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, for the Rockets, Davin Porter leading the way. He had 12, but Noble, all of those coming in the first half. Bulldogs shut him out in the second half. Also, it was Bray McCown with 6. Jimmy Bond with 5 as he could have hit a couple of big shots that got them back. They trailed by 5. He hit a 2 and then a 3 that got us tied at 30. Villazon with 5 and Mason Harper with 4 tonight for the Rockets. Once again, another exciting chapter in this old rivalry. The Bulldogs right the finish they wanted here tonight. Next up for the Rockets, it will be Fayetteville City. The Tigers and Lady Tigers rolling into Chapel Hill on Tuesday night. We'll have that action for you. Our pregame beginning at about 5:30. Tip time at 6 o'clock. Until then, for Mr. Peter Wilson, Mr. Gabe Hall, Mr. Noble Mays, this is Troy Cash, and have yourselves a great night, everyone. Once again, your finals in ladies action tonight, it was Cornersville taking a 42-23 victory, and in our nightcap, it was 34-32 Bulldogs. Until next time, everyone, have yourselves a great